Hey, you! You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed because you're an untouchable success. To support us and gain access to great exclusive shows like our brand new Supernatural watch-along Himboos, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You'll also get your lucky little mitts on hundreds of episodes of our other exclusive shows like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and the complete series of Fox Mulder is a Maniac. We do movie nights, game streaming, regular mini-series and surprise shows, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want, within reason. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by heading to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed. Probably don't need help with that word. Welcome to Zomboys, a podcast about civil rights.
I don't even know what to say.
Tasty. Where are the werewolf adults?
Yes, that one. There's so many questions, man. I had like 85 questions around the 15-minute mark. I was like, okay, all right, hold on. I needed to call a timeout on this movie. This movie needed a timeout.
Wait, we don't do this. Do you want to plug stuff at the start? Because it's like...
No, I don't even want people to be able to trace me from this episode. I'm just not... Yeah. This is in late October, or maybe early November we're talking about releasing this? Okay.
Same.
All right.
Like the first.
So my stuff's the normal stuff. If you guys enjoy conversations about video games and movies... I do so many of those over at Small Beans, the Patreon there, patreon.com/smallbeans. You can also hear specifically conversations I do with Maggie Mae Fish on David Lynch on her channel. And she, I believe, has early access on Nebula, where her I want to say TV show? Is it a TV show? Is that what we call the show that she's doing?
Yeah, I think it counts as a TV show.
Yeah, it's a TV show. She also has a TV show over there.
Show, I guess, but you know.
Yeah. She's been working on that, but we are going to get back to David Lynch. So Lynchpins is the name of that podcast. It's on Nebula and also on YouTube. That's all I can say for now, Dave.
All right, sounds great. Wait,
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, that's all anybody.
That's
has.
all anybody has. We don't have any more than that.
Oh, fuck!
I know,
okay.
man. Dude,
So
I don't know. This movie offended me. Deeply offended me. Yeah, on many levels.
I think this was better quality than I think.
The dancing was. The dancing was better.
Yeah, the dancing was better. I still like the Zombie Town song the best so far.
I think I like their Someday. The ballad song that's their love story.
That's cool.
I think that's the good one, and they brought it back.
Multiple times, their like energetic song, Zed would like interrupt to have like a slow solo, and I was like, "Get out of here!
Don't do that.
Zed.
You're ruining it. Have a whole other song. Stop breaking the songs up."
Yeah, I don't know
agree.
what was going on there.
Yeah, they kept fusing plot lines together into songs, making them not songs.
Yeah, they had there's also this like too much plot. Like they're clearly like 90 minutes, no more, which I appreciate that they looked at this and they're like, this script better not be more than fucking 90 pages.
But it's like you still got to do scenes. You know what I mean? Like they didn't think they did. They're like, we can just say it. We don't have to show it.
Boy, things happen fast.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
We start with a new animation.
Yeah. We sure do. About Seabrook.
The first settlers coming to Seabrook.
Yeah.
And they found werewolves and had an epic battle. And then they, fought off the werewolves, probably did a light genocide, and took their powerful stone
That's what's
that they
implied,
used to thrive.
Right?
Yeah.
It's implied there's kind of a light genocide.
We're doing Native Americans in
Yes,
this
thank
one.
you. So, funny enough...
Like Twilight.
It occurred to me that that's what was happening, and then I kind of forgot for a while I was watching it.
Same.
And then there were a couple moments I was like, oh, right, this is a Native American, I guess, commentary, and that's when I got annoyed with the movie. Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah.
They stole their stone, and they're
Right.
like, we used it to thrive, and then it was this power source.
The Moonstone.
They seem unaware about whether or not the moon's, because later Addison is like, oh, you know that mysterious source that powers our town?
Yeah.
Maybe it's this other mysterious power source we've been hunting. And they're like, Addison found it. She found the moonstone.
In a single instant, with having one logical intuition, was that was her great.
And they're like, you are the chosen one.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you said it in the intro that this was what was happening.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I don't understand. The knowledge of the moonstone is confusing. So
can I ask a really important question? I think matters here, Dave. I do.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry. Do you want to finish summarizing? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, more and more, it seems like the lime soda didn't matter for the explosion. I think they just were like, we're green. It must have been the lime soda. It seems like it could have been any soda, and I think it just like spilled on a control panel, and the thing exploded and created zombies. Whatever.
I'm not willing to bet anything on that lime soda, other than the fact that they're very specific about it, so they want us to believe it matters.
Yeah.
But like, I think they could easily ditch that in the next movie or the one after.
Yes.
Easily.
We don't need it.
We don't need it. I don't think it's load bearing.
It's not load bearing. Yeah.
So, okay, Dave, I mean this question. I really do. What year is this? What year does this happen in theory?
It's the year 3000.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think this movie is like, no, we're doing a full Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Down to they actually stole Aloy's haircut from Horizon Zero Dawn in a way that's like, that's shameless. That is shameless.
Addison keeps going from one cool haircut to the next, being like, I'm a freak.
I don't belong anywhere. So, like, I say that because I just want to work out what happened. The settlers.
I don't think they're the settlers that we had.
No, they can't be. Yeah. Because they immediately converted this stone into an energy source that they built a factory on.
Right.
I don't know what 1800s energy it could have been. You know what I mean? I don't understand that.
There's two versions of this we could either, yes, it's the year 3000 and they have modern technology, or the moonstone is simply like clearly cursed this town that has been the rest of America doesn't even know exists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like it is in some sort of like other realm that's been just sucked into this moonstone world.
I kind of appreciate that the moonstone is enough of a thing that they could do more story about it and create more movies. Like, where did the moonstone come from is a natural question that I got to assume they address in Zombies 3 and
I mean,
4.
you saw the ending of this. Yeah. It's sort of the moonstone makes it all makes more sense because it seems like the writers were like, okay, we can't just have this town where they just keep having monsters show up. So let's tie it all. It's sort of like the X-Files did this, and I think Avengers and Marvel did this, where they realized like it can't all be coincidence. It all has to
mean something. It has to be caused.
So it's clear that this moonstone did it's the center, it's the key to all of this. And it really, like, I could see a version where early settlers came upon it and were hypnotized and enthralled by the moonstone.
Sure.
And this evil moonstone, it's like the town from It, where it's like this demonic moonstone has now just created mutation after mutation.
This thing could very easily, given enough time, be like the marker from Dead Space. You know what I mean? Like it could twist you horribly if given enough time. And I would argue it is.
By twist you horribly, we mean change your hair. Just to be clear. Change the colors of your hair, sometimes slightly.
A thing so incomprehensible, entire wars are being fought about it in high schools.
Yes.
Just very upset. A lot of my notes, and I did write a lot of notes, Dave, are just indignant repetitions of what the plot beat is. So, for instance, I just indignantly wrote down, so wait a minute. The power source that blew up and caused the zombies was actually stolen by werewolves? And I was just very mad about that. Like, come on, how did we not know that before?
It was stolen from werewolves.
Yeah, stolen from the werewolves. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. That's correct.
Why didn't the werewolves make zombies? I don't know. And again, where are their parents? I'm not even convinced they're werewolves.
Oh, I'm not at all convinced they're werewolves. So that's another thing. So wait, that makes the zombies like a dramatic punishment. You know what I mean? Like the zombies are like, you deserve this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Right? Like that changes how I feel about everything that happened in the first one narratively.
Yeah, and more we're learning the real monsters are just the honkies, just the humans running this town on monsters.
They are. Yeah, they are. I mean, obviously, you know. Yeah.
So, my first revelation is that Seabrook isn't a beach town; it's a pond town. Like it's by a pond.
Yeah.
Don't call it Seabrook, but whatever.
Yeah.
There's no shrimp
Brook.
in that pond. Yeah.
If you're
fighting shrimp,
dude, if you're there isn't, by the way, no, there isn't, because shrimp don't live in fresh water.
Yeah,
shrimp live in salt water. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If you're doing a rebrand, it's like, hey, zombies, humans, we can all live together. First thing that's got to go. Get rid of that shrimp. First thing. It's like let's pick a different thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Have a zombie mascot. I mean, I guess that's offensive.
Sure,
that could be offensive, but yeah.
I'm not sure it
embrace
is.
It. Well, we learned that the Seabrook is now, they've gotten rid of their old anti-monster laws. And he says, so Zombie Town is open to everyone. But they don't really show that I realize that it's like, so everybody can come into Zombie Town. Can we go into their town? We see a no zombies sign later. So I'm like, okay. So they just opened up Zombie Town.
Yeah.
Coach is back.
Do we see any scenes where zombies are in that one cul-de-sac that constitutes Seabrook?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. We're only in the cul-de-sac once or twice in this movie.
Yeah.
But that's all Seabrook is. We agree on that, right? It's a single street.
Yes.
Okay.
It's two streets. It's
a single street.
Town.
Yeah.
And it's Seabrook.
Yeah.
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 The coach, they say, we have more flavors than vanilla, which brings up a lot of questions about what you were saying before, which is like, wait, so did they simply not have other flavors? And the zombies were like, by the way, we know of these other flavors. And they're like, oh, cool.
This movie went all in on the ice cream flavors as a thing and created many questions. We're going to get to them eventually.
Yep.
But many questions.
Coach has been fired, it seems, because he's slinging ice cream.
Football's gone. Yeah. His dream, by the way, is to own his own vehicle and to not have to travel with his aunt, which he immediately repents of. He's like, actually, I do like my aunt.
He continues to be a hero.
Yeah.
I wish he was in this more. He's not in this enough.
It's a huge mistake. He was the best character. What
Maybe
are we doing?
He's on to bigger and better things. Maybe they were like begging him and he's like, I'll be there for 2 scenes.
Yeah.
And they're like, fine.
Zed remarks to camera again, by the way. I don't know why we're still doing to camera monologues. Remarks,
I don't know.
We have more flavors than vanilla, but I like vanilla. Yeah. And I was like, what a cool thing for a hero to like. Vanilla.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's also foreshadowing, like, his arc. Yeah.
I guess.
Because this isn't just about Native Americans. It's also about what happens when people of color enter politics. And like all that complications. He literally makes his skin less green in his campaign. Or less pale in his campaign.
I want to talk about the poster because I'm going to argue right now the poster is deeply unsuccessful in every way you can be.
Yes,
deeply unsuccessful.
I agree.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know where to start picking at this movie because like we can summarize events. All right.
Yeah. Well, just go through.
All
Zed walks into a construction site unstopped at a power plant.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, Dad." And they basically we check in with Zed and he's excited about the prom or prawn, as they call it.
Yeah, all in on that shrimp thing.
Addison is at cheer camp, which just looks like the house from Twilight. It's just the camp is just a house.
Yeah,
because they couldn't afford to film at a camp
in a field, a house in a field.
Yeah, it's the producer's nice house.
Yeah.
We'll get into cheer camp is confusing because they're writing letters to each other.
Why are they writing
takes
letters?
A bus.
The letters were like, why does this matter? I don't understand.
Where is camp?
Yes.
They say they seem to imply it's still in Seabrook.
It has to be. They take a bus there, not a plane. I mean, which it's like, can they take planes?
It's like
blah, blah, blah.
Short bus ride. It's like, Zed, if you want to bring her a letter, just bring her a letter.
Right.
Or just go talk to her. She's down the street.
Or call her on her phone she has that later becomes a plot thing. She has a fucking phone. Why are we doing letters? I don't understand.
Because cheer camp is boot camp. So we get cousin fuckers back, Bucky.
No punishment for him for starting a genocide.
Nope.
No
none.
memory of it. Like Goldfish should be the fucking mascot of this fucking school because I don't remember shit.
They don't have time, but they try to do a spooky campfire scene. But they do it on the porch of this modern house during the day where he's like, some say there are werewolves out there.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, just kidding. They're not. They're not real. He changed all his friends' names to fit a rhyming scheme.
Yeah, one of them's named Kevin, and I just wanted them to keep calling him Kevin the rest of the movie. It's like, let him have his name. Can we do that?
They're like a polycule, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. They all go to the prom together.
No doubt. I thought Kevin had a chance to be a guy. You know what I mean? Like, I was maybe he's going to be a guy. Nope, he wasn't.
No, they're barely people.
None of them are guys.
Chorus. None
of them are doing anything. Yeah.
Eliza is mad that she's mad that they're tearing down Seabrook Power because it's part of zombie heritage. Mm-hmm. She never really pushes back as the movie progresses. She also casually is like, by the way, I don't think you need the Z-bands anymore. But
right.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know what. So I understand that later on they're trying to do something with the Z-band where they prove the zombies should be who they are. They do not prove that at all.
No.
The Z-bands clearly are still necessary.
They're doing like a Hulk thing where it's like you can kind of communicate with a zombie now, but they're still kind of monstrous. They
have their mind, but they're either having great pleasure or great pain. Hard to say which one it is.
Yeah. But they're implying that he can like take off the Z-band and put it back on willingly, like the Hulk. Again, he can Hulk out.
Yeah.
So it's like they still need them, but the implication is like they have more of more of a consciousness when they're zombies now.
I would say, did they prove that to you? Like
no, that's just what they want.
That's what they want. Yeah. They just didn't prove that.
Addison's still getting shit for her beautiful, gorgeous hair.
Right. Her silver locks.
Yeah. Bonzo's on the cheer squad. I wrote that Bucky has a buckazooka that he hoses people with.
Yeah. I loved that. Bucky had the line to justify their program, "You don't mess with success." And that's when I remembered they were getting their absolute assholes kicked. Before all the interventions by the only other town we know. They were dying. It was awful.
The ending is them losing.
Yeah,
they
lost.
First one.
They lost the hell out of it.
Yeah, he should be saying like, "Okay, we lost. We need to step up our game."
Right.
So it's boot camp. They're shredding all of Zed's letters to Addison, but then showing her they're doing it.
Yes, I didn't understand that. That was baffling. What is
they later have to have her go like, "Oh, I know. It's happening." There's no conflict there. Like you'd think the conflict would be her being like, "Why didn't he write to me?"
Yeah.
And it's like,
she's like, "No, I get it. I see what it's, just stupid is what it is. It's really fucking stupid." I want to track back real quick to the zombies as a team, right?
Yeah.
And their sort of vision for the demolition and what it means for them, right?
Not sure.
Yeah. They seemed like they wanted to make it be a moment of progress for the zombies. Not clear how. And like Zed and Eliza are on very different trajectories about what's good for
Zed's
zombies.
Father's helping demolish.
He's in charge of
power
it?
plant. Yeah, which is nice progress.
Yeah.
There's a little bit about him becoming like on the side of the oppressors, There's some of that where the zombies are now part of the oppressors. Yeah.
Sure.
But they introduce this thread where Eliza's like, "I don't think they should tear it down." And then the werewolves come up and they're like, "We have even more reason not to tear it down." And they just kind of take on that reason and they forget the zombie heritage stuff completely. Like when it finally blows up, they aren't mad that it blew up. They're mad that it blew up too early. They're like,
Right.
because
That's right.
so they don't care anymore.
No, they don't
about
care.
zombie heritage at the end.
No, nobody thinks that's a thing that needs to be preserved, really.
No.
Yeah, I mean, they give lip service to it. I just don't think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first conflict in the movie is, in theory, when Bucky divides the cheer teams into A Squad, meaning his goons, and like 4 extras, and Z Squad, which is a mixed group.
Yes.
Right, where they allow Addison to lead, undisputed. Just go, you can lead that group. And I just kind of didn't understand what the point of that competition was supposed to be. Like, what was that supposed to prove?
They go through a Bucky themed obstacle course that has his name, his face all over it. Yeah,
incredible. Like, they actually are on 2 different obstacle courses, so I don't understand how they're competing.
Right,
like, one of them
have to do a cheer.
They don't
where you're
do
like,
a cheer.
You don't need to crawl through the mud to learn how to cheer.
Also, if you want to finish this, stop bouncing on the tight wire. You know what I mean? Like, stop doing that.
Stop
like, just
singing,
do a good job.
Yeah.
Do a good job. But the thing that's funny about it is, okay, so it's this one revolving obstacle course, but they're not on the same, doing the same challenges. So what are we competing against? You know what I mean? It's like,
I think the implication is Bucky gave them harder challenges because he doesn't like Z Squad.
That's not what it looked like. It looked like it was a lot easier, quite honestly. You know, like climbing that wall with foothold seemed easier to me than walking that tightrope.
Right, which again, very little dude with cheer.
Yeah, didn't understand
I get the tightrope. Like, okay, balance. You need balance. Sure.
That's got to be easier than climbing a wall.
Yeah,
with a zip line over the mud pit.
Yeah,
just like I didn't know.
And
what
again,
are we supposed to learn from that?
I don't know. I don't know the point of cheer camp in general.
Yeah.
Because they're all in the same squad too.
Yeah,
and
so what are we competing over? Then they have a scoreboard and they put it in this montage, and I just need to comment on the scoreboard because I was like, what? The scoreboard is Team A, Team Z, and they're getting more cheerleader stickers on it. And it's like, oh, A has more cheerleader stickers, so I guess they're winning? I couldn't understand what we're supposed to learn from that.
I don't know what the sticker system is. Yeah,
I didn't understand
because it also, like, Z Squad wins and Bucky's all pissed. Isn't he judging all of this?
Right. It's like, just give yourself more stickers.
Yeah, he's the Bucky tries to do this thing where he's like an impartial leader. Yeah, and he can just declare because they both. I guess the idea is Squad A does worse. You see them do worse.
I mean, they suck. Obviously, they suck. I would suggest maybe put Kevin in charge, see what happens.
Yeah.
You know? He's a guy.
Mix it up.
It could have been a guy. He wasn't.
Yeah. Or just work together. I don't get it. They're not the football squad. They don't need to bench cheerleaders, I don't think. You just have the cheerleaders that you have.
No, they don't. Also, as far as I can tell, there's nothing to cheer for at this school. Like, there's no sports going football on. They don't cheer for anything.
Coaches selling ice cream.
So, like, this is the myth of Sisyphus we're watching. These people aren't cheering for anything. You know?
I kept forgetting it was supposed to be the school year.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, this feels like summer. I'm getting summer vibes. I guess they're coming back from summer is the idea.
So I need to put one more comment about the letters thing. I'm sorry. I know I'm dragging us down.
No, it's
the cheer squad is tearing up these letters in the post office. And I need us to take a moment and think about, they have a postal service. The cheerleaders have taken it over and disrupting this nationalized service.
Right.
To prank a person who doesn't care. I guess it. Who knows, right? Like,
it feels like they're all playing town. So it feels like there's just the post office. Again, they're not far from where Zed is. It doesn't seem. So, like, Zed literally sets up a Rube Goldberg contraption for them as they're returning through the woods. So it just seems like it's just a woods walk away. Like, they're just a few miles.
It's a couple miles at most. I had a real problem with the postal service. They were doing it in the post office. That was like, wow. Right. That's a real problem.
Pushback.
Yeah,
it's a federal offense.
That's a real problem that you just created for a prank that doesn't matter.
Yes, that they're telling her. They're telling her. They're doing it.
Yeah.
They're putting it. They're making it into pom poms, and they're giving her the pom poms so she can see. Mm-hmm. I don't understand.
Look, we cut up your letters, and meanwhile she texts her boyfriend like, "Oh, I had this letter. Sorry, you don't get it."
What did it say?
Yeah,
and
right.
he's like, "Oh, this is what it said."
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, this is
I took pictures of the letters because we figured out that they're just cutting them up.
I texted them to you because the internet's still a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know why any of this is happening at all.
Yeah.
Can I also I don't know exactly where this happens, but it happens before the obstacle course. There's a wall of fame for high school proms. They have a wall of fame at the it's like, here's famous couples. And I don't know what
That's
that
toxic.
What does that mean?
It's a toxic thing for the school. The school seems to thrive on pitting the students against each other in mean ways.
Like it feels like Big Brother or something, or like a reality show, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Where they're like, here's the best couples. I guess it's supposed to be king and queen, right?
But they don't even they don't do that. They don't do
they don't do
traditional
that.
awards that would have made that clear.
Listen, the prom I thought was going to be a bigger thing gets completely derailed in this. They forget.
Yeah.
They introduce all these threads that they just completely forget.
They do like the worst version where they're like, see, it's prom. Here's a sign that says that. Anyway.
Yep. Anyway, here's a new thing.
Yeah.
It's always here's a new thing.
Anyway.
Like, I can't wait. Okay. So I can't wait to talk about this thread. So Bucky says, I'm running for school president. And I'm going to step down for cheer squad. First of all, do both. Just do both.
Yeah, I don't think you need to.
It's weird that he's concerned about conflicts of interest. Like he's like Jimmy Carter selling his peanut farm. He's like, I can't be both cheerhead and president because then my decisions will, conflict with the cheers decisions. That needs to be two positions that are opposed to each other.
Particularly because I'm not sure this school really knows what an election is. You know what I mean? Like, no, we don't see anybody vote. Like,
there's no election.
I don't think anybody knows how it works at all.
I lost and walks away.
It's like, well, let's see how the vote turns out, man.
Again, they keep there. It's like, okay, prom, election, got it. And it's like, okay, this is what it's all building to. And neither of those things come to any sort of climax. They just sort of happen in the background.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything fizzles out.
So many threads. Yeah.
Yeah. They don't know what an election is actually a very funny thing that maybe determines a lot of other. There's like that wheel has a lot of spokes is what I wanted to point out.
Yes.
Like that connects to a lot of things. So,
it does.
Yeah.
They're driving home on the bus, and a few things here. So Zed makes a Rube Goldberg bus machine to ask her to the prom. That includes the bus hitting a wire.
Yeah.
Yep. But then the bus, he's still setting it up, and the bus nearly hits him. And what we see is that the school mascot is driving the bus in full costume.
As soon as I saw it, before the accident happened, they cut to him driving, and this is what I wrote down. I said, "Hey, buddy, take the costume off. Cut the shit.
Yeah.
Cut it."
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's enough.
It implies two things. One, that the mascot refuses to take off his outfit in any situation. He is committed, or she is committed, to being this mascot.
Right.
Two, the more disturbing realization I had is that this mascot is an adult that can drive. That really fucked me up. Where I was like, wait, the mascot drives the bus. The mascot has a license. The mascot isn't a student. It's another teacher.
So I don't want to disrupt every point that you make or I make with like, yeah, but we're living in the apocalypse. This is one of those moments where I'm like, yeah, do you really believe there's a DMV in this world? You know what I mean? Like, do you believe in that? Because I don't know if I do. But you're right. It's a huge problem. It's a huge problem.
I think the mascot is, my headcanon is that the mascot was horribly burned at some point. Was like the janitor who got horribly burned in a fire and refuses to take off the costume and refuses to talk. And they're just like, listen, just leave him alone. Every time we try to take off,
he does.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he does a fine job.
Let him do it. I think there's a non-zero chance that in Zombies 5 he turns out to be one of the Frankensteins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, I think that's non-zero chance it becomes a thing.
Right? I want a human shrimp under there. That's
all
what
it would
I
be
want.
is pink hair. It would just be pink hair with like maybe a prawn nose. You know what I mean? And that's all it would be.
Yeah.
You know, this is not nobody is much of anything other than makeup and hair dye. That's kind of all anybody is in this world.
Yeah.
Which I do want to talk about because they kind of pull the curtain back on that a little bit in this one.
Do they?
Yeah, there's a moment where in a song Zed says, "You wake up, put on your makeup."
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wait, so zombies are putting on makeup? That changes everything about what's happening right now.
Right. Are they just, this is our culture, we are pale?
Yeah, because that's kind of what's implied is that everybody's just putting on an outfit. Like this is a theater
that
play.
That makes everybody out of their minds. That really adds a new, that's all, then it's all mental. It's all just.
Oh yeah, all this is mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't real. None of this is real. Not a single
None of
thing.
this is real.
No.
It's a movie.
This is, well, it's not. It's not even, it's a movie. It's within the narrative of this movie. It's a play they're putting on for themselves is honestly the best theory I have. The Truman Show aspect of it remains for Addison now, I'd say, right? Like it's her Truman Show.
Yeah, because she seems to be the most special and oppressed. She's the most popular and oppressed and special. She's all the things at the same time.
Also, reality bends on her whims in ways that are like,
what she says goes.
Yeah, everyone's like, okay, I guess the wolves can be in school. Sounds good. You know, yeah. So it's still a Truman Show, maybe.
Maybe.
You know, maybe
it's
a Truman
somebody's
Show.
Truman. Yeah. So they hit Zed. The bus runs into the woods, and Addison just gets up and goes like, "I need to find Zed," and just beelines it into the woods.
Yeah.
Just runs into the woods, and she runs. She's in heels or something because her run is very funny.
It is funny. Yes.
Yeah. It's like an Anna Faris and Scary Movie run.
Yes, it is.
Like I thought she was doing it on purpose to be funny.
It seemed like a bit. Bucky, by the way, dives out of the bus unheroically.
Yeah.
And concusses himself, which is like just kind of like, hey, in the medical report incident that the shrimp has to create, that gets written down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
because
Dave.
Bucky's unhinged for this one.
He is.
Like he's like Kramered out. Like they made him more cartoony. Yeah. I feel like at any point he could pull out a gun. Like he's just he's flailing. He's just he's a mess.
I don't know that anybody would react if he did. If he pulls out a gun, does anybody get upset? Probably not.
No.
They're like,
I'm surprised they should have had it so that his ear is just bleeding more and more throughout the film. Like it's clear that he absolutely has a concussion. And no one is treating it.
This guy's got CTE. It's really bad.
Yeah.
Hey, real other quick question. So, like, there's no narrative to this, but it's a thing the movie did. Bree, the friend, right, Addison's friend on the cheer squad, is in love with Bonzo, the speaking zombie.
Yeah, she learns his language.
Yeah. You know, zombie. They make some nods at the idea that people might learn zombie. And so she has a crush on him, and she looks over, and from this looking over moment, we're supposed to find out, does he like her?
Right.
This is how the movie shows us, yes, in fact, he does like her. We go down to, he has meticulously carved her face in an apple, and it's like, oh, yeah, he likes her. And then, because the director is not confident that we would get this, he turns the apple, and it says, I heart Bree, so that we really get it. And that's when I knew I was in for something special.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like, oh, okay. You think we're very stupid. I understand.
Right. It also means that Bonzo thinks Bree is stupid.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. He says it in English, by the way. So, again, that's just a reinforcement that his zombie thing is some bullshit he's doing.
It's a bit.
It's a bit he's doing. He can speak English whenever he wants. So, anyway, please continue.
Addison is alone in the woods because she just beelined into the woods and got lost like a cat who got out. And the werewolves, one of them galloped by on all fours, which I was happy to see.
Yeah.
And a girl comes out with white streaks in her hair.
Yes.
And she howls.
Yep.
And Addison's like, werewolf! And so the entire town is about to go into martial law because a single teenage girl said, I saw a werewolf. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes, although I don't think martial law is that significant of a thing in this town, is a thing that we might need to talk about.
I want to talk about the town reaction because I think it's more of they were looking for a reason. So what happens is she comes back. All the adults are there. They're all in the school. And just to point out how not different the werewolves are.
Yeah.
How it's all hair. Later, a werewolf infiltrates the town by wearing a hat. That's all it takes.
He wears a construction outfit, and they have several scenes with him before they reveal that this is a person we're supposed to know or care about, which was very funny.
Yeah.
Also, just sort of, it's like, okay, so if people understand the concept of disguise, lots of things in this world should have been different. Lots and lots of things could have been different.
We said this in the first one, like wigs. Wigs seem to be, if you made wigs in this town, you'd be a millionaire.
You would clean up if you had owned a wiggery, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what do they call it?
Absolutely. A wiggery.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I, I think this is the time to talk about the werewolves and what they are. Can I do that now? Because she...
I guess. We don't really see them much here, but we can. They have...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because it reveals probably the most important thing to take away about the werewolves, which is this is all happening in broad daylight. Nothing. They have a song about how they own the night.
Based.
Nothing's moon-based. Nothing's moon-based.
Well, they have batteries around their necks that charge their werewolf powers with the moonstone.
We're going to talk about that. Not now, because they talked about it briefly, and we need to get into it. Yeah. But that's the first thing, is that werewolves, the moon thing is like, no, we're not doing that.
Forget everything you knew about werewolves.
Yeah, we're not doing that. What a werewolf looks like, I think my best description of it is a backup player for Good Charlotte.
Yeah.
Does that seem
they
fair
all
to you?
have fur shoulder pads, but it's not their fur. And I couldn't help notice that they have fur shoulder pads. Sometimes they have their face, like a couple lines on their face painted.
Yes.
And they have necklaces of wolf teeth.
Yes.
So I'm like, I don't think these are werewolves. I think there's some people who killed wolves.
Yes.
And put their shit on them.
Yeah.
And said, we're werewolves now.
Yeah, they look like musical theater version of like a tracker.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what they look like. Trackers.
Yes.
You know,
they look like musical theater trackers.
That's what they look
with
like.
With yellow fucking thriller eyes. Who, if they touch silver, it smokes a lot, and they claim it hurts, but they don't really. Like one of them is just like, I can take it. Oh yeah. So it's like, I don't think it hurts them that much.
It's not burning their skin off. It's more like, ooh, this stings.
Yeah.
You know? Like this stings is the amount of it's like they nerfed the werewolf out of these werewolves real hard.
Right. And they're like, okay, so
not one throat gets torn open. I know it's Disney and that's not going to happen, but why does anyone think these people are threatening?
I don't know, man, because they keep acting like they are. They keep going like, we're dangerous.
Like they honestly, keep doing that, and that's it.
It seems like the town knows. We'll get into this.
I agree with that. Yes, I agree. They definitely know.
Because in the meantime, so they learn. So Addison saw a werewolf, and they go, "That's it. All anti-monster laws are reinstated. No mixed prom. We are taking away the zombie rights because this teenage girl saw a werewolf in the woods."
Incomprehensible. An incomprehensible decision.
Yes, because I want to. Let's pretend that they did this because of the werewolves.
Okay, let's do that. Great. Let's game theory that out. Yeah.
Right, because they present werewolves. At this point, they're like, oh no, werewolves, they're brutal. They're ogres. They're going to come eat us all. Why would laws matter if that's the case?
That's right.
So it means that the town, either subconsciously or just consciously, knows that what's actually going to happen is the werewolves will show up and demand human rights.
And they're like, we can't have it. We can't have that. Not that. Yeah. That's a bridge too far.
That's what they know is going to happen. So they're like, okay, get rid of all the integration laws. And the added bonus for them is like, we also get to be racist to the zombies again. Like, that's essentially what happens. Is they're like, well, that's it. Someone saw a werewolf, equality over.
I kind of don't understand why they don't have the plot thread of somebody in the human infrastructure knows about the Moonstone.
Yeah, actually behind it all, an evil.
That does feel like an appropriate thing for this movie, right?
Again, it feels like Pleasantville or like Truman Show, where it's like this town is so traumatized and so propagandized too, because the town goes like fucking bananas. They're like, a werewolf. They shut down the town. And so it's like, it feels like a town that's living under this heavy, heavy, heavy propaganda that should be coming from somebody. Somebody should be behind all this.
Yeah.
Running all this.
I would argue the way that the town infrastructure has been organized. Yeah. I mean, it's clearly got to be Addison's parents, right? Like, it's got to be one of those two. But I'm going to bet heavy on the dad, because the dad is utterly pointless. Like, we don't know what he does, any of that stuff, right? And there's this little moment. There's this little moment where Bucky says, I'm always a snack, right? I'm always looking like a snack.
He does
and
say
like
that.
Looks kind of a little longingly at the father, and I'm like, okay, so we got something there. There's a thing going on there. Yeah, there's a thing going on there. I don't know what that is.
That for later.
Yeah, just clocking it. So like, and again, we don't know what his job is. His wife is the mayor, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
but she never does anything without him there. Nothing. Those two are attached at the hip. So I'm clocking him. Something's not right there.
Yes. No, he's off. You're right.
And we know she's not human because of the hair. So like that means they're involved.
Human.
Well, we know Addison's not a human.
Yeah, so I mean, it means that the parents are implicated there.
Either they kidnapped this child, yes, or they're not human, right? So something's going on. Anyway,
okay, but you're waiting to know like who's behind it all, who is the evil person making all this happen,
right? Who is the Wizard of Oz? And there isn't one. Yeah.
The necklaces also fuck up electronics, which will matter once later and never really come up, and the rules will constantly change.
What do the necklaces actually do, Dave?
So here's my theory.
Yeah.
I think the necklaces are pieces of the Moonstone, because the Moonstone is a power source. So it makes sense that they would fuck up with power.
That makes sense.
And like overcharge. And I think the idea is the necklaces. So I think the necklaces, when you're exposed to the Moonstone for a very long time, you grow powers. Okay, I'm going to lay it all out.
Okay, yeah, I need a comprehensive theory.
The werewolf culture was around the Moonstone, which gave them powers that they attributed to being werewolf-like.
Like growl powers, like teeth and glowing eyes and stuff.
Yeah, they just called it werewolf because what else are you going to call it?
Sure.
But their culture was built around it, so they killed actual wolves and wore their stuff.
Yeah.
I think then the Moonstone was taken from this village, and they only had so many necklaces because they had to make it from the Moonstone. I think the town elders said, you kids all take the Moonstones, the necklaces, and they died off. What we learn is without their powers, they cough for a while and get real cold. And I presume, I assume that eventually they die. But they manifest from like, they say like we die if we're not charged, but all they do is go like, because we're not going to see them.
Placebo-y to me. Yeah, it has a real placebo vibe to me.
But let's say that at some point that was true. So that's all to say that they have a natural long life because of these batteries that are the Moonstone that had been charged for a very long time. Because they also had the Moonstone taken away, presumably hundreds of years ago.
Yes.
It powered the town for generations, caused a zombie apocalypse. They said at least 50 years after. Yeah.
Correct.
So these teens with these necklaces must be alive. They must be thousands of years old. And I think the charge of the Moonstone, they only need once in a while, because it's like, why didn't this come up before?
So that is probably the cleanest explanation. I just want to point out, the movie explains it as though they have to be charged to keep their werewolf powers, implying that if they stopped using them, they would just become human again.
Yeah, I think so.
They wouldn't return to wolf form.
No, she says, what happens if they say we die. They would die.
But I think that's I think the movie means that metaphorically, because they're very shifty about that. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it means physical death. Because they kind of look at each other like we would cease to be werewolves.
Right.
Meaning
New theory.
Yeah, I think the movie's actually saying this. I think the movie's kind of implying they'll stop being werewolves if they don't have this power.
Right.
Meaning that, and they're not werewolves in the sense that they transform into wolves. So that's nothing.
What if I this doesn't work with the Native American allegory,
right?
But it doesn't need to. What if the people they didn't, the Moonstone wasn't stolen? What if their tribe simply was like, let's build a civilization, and these are the members who are like, we don't want to do that,
right?
And they just lived in the woods,
right? These are the outcasts. These are sort of like, imagine the people from The Witch.
Yeah,
they just lived out there for a few generations, and what would they become? This is that idea.
Yeah, and they're mad, and they're trying to come back and get their power.
Yeah,
but
they don't know how to do anything as a group. They're completely non-functional as a group. Socially, they're completely
they're just weird,
incomprehensible.
Maniacs.
Yeah.
They're when we see their hive or their house, it looks like an art museum. It looks like a modern art. It's like the weirdest fucking environment.
Yeah, it looks like the Getty at night. It's which that's fine.
Also, their language is different variations of the exact same howl. Which I would argue is complicated and unnecessary.
I would say at a certain point you decide what your language is. You don't have to live with this.
Because they also speak perfect English.
Yeah,
so.
you can come up with another word if you'd like, or another sound.
Where did they learn English?
Yeah.
Who knows? So they dance break into the school? They do a dance break.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's just a few things that because we got into the weeds, I just need to point out.
Yeah.
One of them is Kevin said, they have the briefest, most unbelievable, but werewolves aren't real digression.
Yeah.
Which ends with, they show up to the school and everyone's like, oh, I guess they are real. And Kevin says this line. He's like, does that mean cavities are real too?
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, oh, buddy. And I'm like, who's been lying to him about cavities?
Right, and why are werewolves and cavities in the same slot in his head?
What does that mean? I'm just very upset for his home life.
Right, the line that you're supposed to say is like, oh, so Santa Claus is also real? Like you another fictional thing.
Right.
But it's like they got it. They did it wrong.
Yes.
They did it wrong.
They did it wrong, and it just implies there's something very wrong with Kevin. Like we need to go home and find out what's going on.
Kevin.
We need to talk about Kevin. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's going somewhere, and I don't like where it ends.
Yeah.
So, in the midst of all this, Zed and Addison reconnect and are like, "Hey, what was going on with the letters and everything, right?" And
right.
She's like, "Oh, the cheerleaders destroyed them," and then we show the cheerleaders seeing that and high-fiving each other.
Yes.
We did it. You know what I mean? And I was like, what did you
do?
What did you do? Why did you do that? It doesn't make any sense. And then Zed kind of asks what I would describe as a pretty earnest and reasonable question, which is, but we still are gonna go to prom, right?
Yeah.
And she doesn't say yes.
No, she says no.
She says no.
And then he's like, why, you don't like me? And she's like, no, because there's laws against it. And he's like, oh, thank goodness.
But we would have, she's like, but he's like, but we would have. He really wants to clarify that. She does not give him a straight answer.
No.
In a way that's
because we're going to get a Twilight in this one.
Yes. This is a problem.
Get a hot werewolf boy.
Yeah. A wereboy.
Showing up.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a hot wereboy, and we needed to create that possibility.
Yep. She also says when she's going to run for Cheer squad leader, she says Cheer could be so much more than just pom-pomming for Bucky, which I flagged only because that's a sentence that I feel like shouldn't make sense, but it does.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm disturbed that it does.
There's times when this movie makes you agree with it, and you're like, you got me. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. I got lime soda. Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. There's a moment, I don't remember where it is, but it's around here, where Bucky intrudes on the love story between Zed and Addison, where they're talking, and Bucky's very close to Zed's face. He's inches, and Zed doesn't react, and I was like, oh, maybe Zed isn't human after all. Because I think you should, when somebody gets that close, it's like,
you
hey,
should headbutt him.
Back up, man. Just back up a little bit. All right.
You can legally headbutt someone when they do that.
Yeah, there's no law prohibiting that. Even in Seabrook, I promise you, they'll let you do it.
What we get here is we get Addison is like, I'm going to become cheer captain to reform cheer. I don't remember if she ever even becomes cheer captain. I think she does.
I think at the end, Bucky gets back into the fold by handing her a jacket with captain on it, and that's it. That's the answer of that.
Zed is, I'm going to become school president because we can't go to the prom, so I'm going to fight. I want to make this clear. Zed says, I want to become school president so that I can reintegrate the prom, right?
Yes. Now, when do we find that out? We find it out during the first rally, right?
Yeah, this is before Zed comes zipping in to to put his hat in the ring for he's like, this is his intention.
So he says, I want to be president before the rally where Bucky is announcing?
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't remember that, and I was like, man, they really blew the reveal of Zed running for president. I thought that would have been so cool.
No, he says basically they have him get the idea where he's like, but if I was in charge, I could integrate prom again.
Yeah.
I just really want to hammer that in, is that Zed wants to become president because right now they have divided the zombies and enacted monster laws because they're scared of the werewolves that might be coming. Just need to point that out. Addison's mom wants to hang with the school president. I guess that's a perk, as you hang out with the mayor and have a thing there.
Oh, are you saying we're not conflating the principal and her, right?
Is that the fucking
That's
principal?
the principal. She's not Addison's mom.
Okay.
Addison's mom's only in one or two scenes in this movie.
Okay. The principal.
The principal's the only adult we have any relationship with in this movie at all. Yeah.
And we have, Bucky for president. Everybody, the school is so into it.
I would be too. Look at the show he's putting on.
He's a maniac.
It's and also there's no power to be taken or given here.
Yeah, it's like voting in a rabid giraffe where you're just like, this will be fun, right? Sure. A lot of stuff will happen.
But also I don't think it's functionally different from what's already true here. I don't think him becoming president changes literally anything. Right?
Right.
What does the president do that cheer captain doesn't do?
Again, the election happens,
right?
And nothing. It changes nothing.
It's I feel like somebody needs to take Bucky aside and be like, "Look, you're already Vice President Cheney. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need to be Bush.
You're running the school.
Yeah, it's what does the title do for you? Nothing.
Yeah.
What do you get for this? Nothing.
But he wants to become mayor someday. I assume he'll be mayor of this town.
I don't think there's elections. I think he could just say I'm mayor, and they'd be like, "Yeah, okay,
yeah, sure, yeah." Because then. Yeah, Zed shows up and he's like, I'm going to run. If you vote for me, I will bring you prosperity and awesomeness. And everybody's into that now.
Uh-huh.
And then werewolves.
Zed also promises no homework at some point in the song. Oh, that's later in the rap battle. So I'll leave it but clocking that. Yeah.
What we learned, the werewolves have done an inside man. They've done a heist. They basically snuck into the school the night before so they can dramatically come out of a nook and go werewolves, which is they've been in there all night just sweating.
There's no locks on anything, even though we're in a lockdown. There's no guards anywhere.
No, they just danced in the school.
Whatever they want. So what is the lockdown in the rules of the movie accomplishing? I sincerely mean this.
I think they wanted to find a reason to take away zombie rights.
Okay.
I don't think the mayor even believed Addison, because it's this one girl is like, I think I saw a werewolf, and they're like, are you sure? Because everybody just looks like us with different colored hair. Are you sure it's not just a girl who dyed her hair?
Right.
But and so they're like, that's it, no zombies.
Okay. Well, at some point when they start this lockdown, everyone runs around. I think this is before the pep rally. Everyone runs around like there was about to be a bomb.
Yeah, ice cream's canceled.
Yes, ice cream gets canceled, and we get a look at the ice cream that Coach is selling.
Yeah.
We get a close-up on the flavors. Here they are.
Yes, because the undercover werewolf is like, I'll take.
Yeah, I'll take. Flavor. Okay, so they have vanilla, strawberry, squiggly worm, mocha chip, right? And some kind of brain flavor, right? Like those are the cauliflower brains. And I'm just like, why don't you have chocolate? What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Like, get real flavors. Like, there's like Salt and Straw out there.
I was about to say, it's like going to Salt and Straw or one of those fancy places where they're like, we have like Earl Grey and we actually have pickle flavored. And it's like, all right, great. Do you have vanilla? And they're like, no.
No, we don't have that.
I don't want any of this.
Yeah.
What are you?
Olive oil and pimentos?
Come on.
Yeah, like, no. Just give me fucking cinnamon or something, you know? Like,
yeah, Jesus Christ.
Like, and people aren't picking these crazy ass flavors. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm worried for Coach that he's not going to make that much money on that ice cream cart.
Yeah, I am too.
In any case, a little worried for him.
And it's an ice cream cart. It's not going to make that much money, period.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, the undercover werewolf. So, briefly, he's wearing a utility outfit and big glasses. It's very silly. Everybody talks to him like they've known him all their life.
Yes, he says like, "Hey, who are you?"
He says
there's only 100
nothing
people here
in response to them, and they're like, "Good talk." So for a little while in the movie, you're like, "Is this a character?" I don't know what to make of this guy.
Well, because for us, it's like there's so many of these white people going around, and there's it's just like, Jesus, I don't know. Maybe you were in the first movie for all I know. Like I don't fucking know. I can't.
So, like, and this, I do want to, like, latch on to this very briefly, because we learned a ton of stuff quickly right after that utility scene. Yeah. He goes back to his wolf tribe, where, again, we find out they have no adults. That's why we've been talking about that. Yeah. There's a leadership vacuum that Willa seems to be in charge, but also not always in charge. You know what I mean? Like, so there's like a who's in charge of the werewolves question, right? Which is a plot point. But the most important thing happens right when he shows up. He takes off his utility outfit, and before they do anything else, they put makeup on him and his moonstone necklace so that he can be a werewolf.
Oh,
you know what I mean? He has to wear makeup. They're all doing this on purpose. He's wearing makeup and this moonstone to be a werewolf. And it's a meta aspect of the movie where it's like we're almost supposed to know it's a movie, you know, like it's a parody or something. It's like the fact that they draw attention to I'm putting on the makeup is the part where I'm like, why? What's what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, is this a little play that we all know? Are they in the break room right now? Yeah. You know? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know either. I was very confused. Yeah. So the werewolves break out. They're like about to murder everybody. Yeah. And then one of them goes, wait, no, we can't go to war. And so the main Willa is just like, we'd like to go to your school. And Addison just flips the switch from I'm scared for my life to, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And then everybody just goes, oh, yeah, sounds good. Guess you're going to high school, despite the fact that we're in lockdown. Yeah, 9/11 was happening. Right. And then they were like, oh, you just want to go to, oh, yeah, that's fine. And the werewolf fear-mongering, which I thought was going to be the entire movie, is just like a light switch resolved. And I have this question for you. Why is Zed continuing to run if that's the case? I don't know. Because they lose him altogether in this movie for long stretches. Right. Because he was running because of the werewolf fear-mongering was causing a problem where they couldn't reintegrate the kids, and now the werewolf fear-mongering is over. So it seems like all they have to do is say, like, okay, so the zombie laws, let's reinstate those and get equality, right? The werewolves wasn't a problem. That was the reason. But none of that happens. Well, and it's like the only law that seems like it matters against zombies even is you can't have prawn. You can't go to this dance. I think the mayor just doesn't want this zombie going to the prawn with her daughter. I think this whole thing is a tiny little family microcosm happening off screen. Yes. There's no reason for him to run for president. He doesn't even seem to want to do it that much. Right? No, yeah. There's another thread here, which is that I can't stress this enough. They treat the werewolves like they're these legendary monsters. They're terrifying. Right. And in a day, they achieve equality. The zombies must be pissed. Oh, I'd be so mad. Yeah. I'd be like, what the fuck? Zed points it out later.
He's just like it's good. It's good that they learned their lesson and they're like, we won't do that with the werewolves. But they don't even have a fucking town meeting. A single girl in the high school decides, oh yeah, you can come to our school, and the whole town goes, oh, well, you heard her. Like, I guess we're doing this now. Nothing.
This is the most non-confrontational town ever. You know what I mean? Where like it's literally like anybody who asserts an opinion is like, I guess we got to do that. That's why Bucky's in charge of everything, because he's got the audacity to be like, I don't know, can I be cheer dictator? Everyone's like, yeah.
But this is also Addison. Like their theory of she's getting Truman showed makes sense,
right?
Because the town has mood swings like her. She is the most impressionable human being who ever lived. If you tell her something, she will believe it, even if you're just a random stranger.
Yes, I agree. I completely agree. Can we just bring up as a thread for the rest of this show, however many episodes, whose Truman Show is it? Because I do think you can make a pretty good case it's Bucky's.
You can,
I do.
For sure.
I think you can. And
maybe
that
Addison's like the Ed Harris. Like she's directing it all. Yes. That's why what she says goes. She just goes like, oh, okay, this is now the plot.
I think the three most obvious candidates are Zed is also a candidate that is less interesting, but like this time I think it's just him trying to find where do I fit into this town that's doing a story without me.
Yeah, Zed's like if the Truman Show, if Truman was so boring that they're like, okay,
let's
another
pivot.
person.
We got to pivot to Addison. Yeah, we got to do something. And he's like, oh, I got to do something, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's going to keep being a thing is my point.
Right.
So we'll keep coming back.
So the werewolves just start bullying everybody. They're climbing the lockers. They're just going around being like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah, your books that we can read
say, I'm going to eat your homework.
Say lies. And they're like, oh, we're sorry. Yeah. And then they just leave. And that's it.
And at this point, they just need information from Addison, right? So they've decided that Addison is the chosen one who can lead them to the moon zone. Yeah,
the great alpha. From a prophecy that seems like a vague projection, one of many things that is stolen directly from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes.
Like directly stolen. It's really bad. Yeah.
So they're acting like they have to be undercover and like get close to her or something. They can't just say to this extremely gullible human being
who likes
them. They can't just go, hey, so here's what we're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to fight for the swing vote, which are the werewolves, because Zed sees them as an opportunity. Again, everybody immediately is like they do the werewolves bust in. Everybody's like, oh my God. And then they're like, we want to be part of the school. And they go, okay. Anyway, so the school president stuff, they like just pivot back to that.
Yeah, back to the election.
They don't act like something huge happened just now.
It's like, can you imagine a presidential election where like 2 million voters showed up somewhere and like they were undeclared, like the kinds of ads they'd be running and everything?
If aliens from outer space showed up and then was like, can we live here? And we were like, cool, yeah, why not? Yeah.
And then just can you imagine the kinds of ads and shit that would be going on to get the alien vote? It'd be amazing.
Yeah. They don't even know what the werewolves want. And they're like, yeah, we got to get their vote. And like, again, I'm all for it in a way where I'm like, it's great that they welcome them and they're like, you can be part of our democracy.
Sure.
But it's wild how fast it happened. And it's not even that I'm like, oh, I wish they were racist against them like they were with the zombies. It's more of like, it's weird that after the zombies and they're still racist against the zombies, that they just completely accept the werewolves. It's not that they shouldn't. It's just that it's like, why do they still have a problem with the zombies then? Like, why are they
who's driving that and for what purpose? It's very unclear. It's very unclear. There's not this like sordid history that keeps getting brought up between the zombies and humans.
I mean, I guess because the zombies killed a lot of them in theory.
But it'd be nice if
the werewolves
saw that.
Didn't. Yeah.
You know, if it was a thing that got brought up once in a while.
It would be.
You know? I mean, I know it's a Disney movie, but like you still have to acknowledge it. Right?
Right. The zombies are trying, and the werewolves are going around being like, we're going to kill you.
Yeah.
And it's like, shouldn't you be more scared of them?
Right.
In this situation? I don't know, man.
So, by the way, the concept of the werewolves are the swing vote, a thing that Zed kind of says over his shoulder as we're sprinting to the next plot beat.
Yes.
Is like, okay, so just real quick, what are the what are the counts? Like, how many of what do we have? You know what I mean? Because there's only like 10 werewolves, 15.
Right.
How many werewolves are there? 15 in this high school?
Is it that tied up? The zombies.
Yeah.
And like, yeah. And also, like, what if the werewolves don't all vote the same?
Right.
Can't they
just
be
assuming.
their own individual? Yeah, you're just assuming that they'll vote as a group.
I don't know who's running your polling industry, but replace them. Get Eliza on it, who seems to be the only competent at anything person in this movie.
We learn later she can casually track anybody.
Yeah,
based
people
on
can
their
be
cell
tracked.
phone.
That changes everything about
Eliza
this.
is a fucking. She's anonymous over there.
Yeah,
just tracking everybody's cell phones.
That's right. She's Mrs. Robot. You know what I mean? Like she could do anything over there. You know?
We also. Yeah, we learned that Zed's sister, who wants a dog so bad, is like, "You're my dog, werewolf," and the werewolf gets scritches in a very uncomfortable sequence and loves them.
Loves it.
And it's like, this is weird. This is all weird.
Yeah, what are we saying? Because
what are we saying?
Because they're not dogs. Explicitly, they're not dogs.
They're humans wearing the flesh of dogs.
Right. They're not. Yeah, so like, what are we saying? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I just have a couple little tiny observations that I just want to get them while I can. There's a moment where, because like they all have to get to school or whatever, and so Bree, I think it is, tells Bonzo, like, hey, we got to, oh no, it's Eliza. Hey, we got to get somewhere. You know what? Fine, finish your sandwich. Okay, do you remember this? They have to get somewhere, and it says, finish your sandwich.
Sandwich scene.
I took a real long look at that sandwich, Dave, and I need you to understand, I didn't understand the premise of that sandwich. You don't understand.
What was in it?
Everything was outside the bread.
So
and it was like,
sandwich.
I guess, but it was also like, the stuff didn't look like it should be in a sandwich.
Right.
It was like, what is the joke you're making? I don't get it. What's the premise of the sandwich?
Whoever's doing the food props is a fucking maniac.
Yeah,
They're the Joker.
and I love them. I love them. Yeah, because there's another moment much later in the film where Addison puts down her cocoa. There are 1,000 marshmallows in that cup of coffee, cocoa. It's like, that's too many. You're like,
too many.
Cool it.
You can have too many. Yeah.
cool it, man.
Addison, again, she's a nightmare.
Yeah, she's a nightmare. It's really awful. Okay.
We all know what Starbucks she's ordering, right? Like, she's ordering basically like, a bright, like, purple milkshake bullshit. Like, she's just a maniac.
Yes. I agree. I also think her favorite milkshake would change every day.
Yeah.
Every single, they'd have to go make it, figure out what it is, and taste test it so that she could have her favorite thing.
She's the girl in Get Out who eats the individual cereal and sips the milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a sociopath.
Yes. It's a real problem. Okay. Can we talk about Zed's moment where he is selling out? Because that's the conflict he has with Eliza.
Right. So we get a song first where he sings to the werewolves, you have to assimilate to not freak out the whites.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Do what the zombies do, or whatever it is, right?
I couldn't tell if the werewolves were sarcastically singing along or they were into it. But he says the line in the song, did I mention no one gets hurt, and does like a fake punch?
Yeah.
And that's a threat of violence. He's saying you need to assimilate or they're going to fucking kill you.
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And he's right. Like I think he would know, honestly. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
they would know.
He's not wrong. Yeah.
No, he does. There are secret messages he passes along from time to time. This movie leaned really hard into, Zed made a poster of himself for president where he, where he sort of toned down his zombiness.
Which I believe so Obama, when he ran, there was, I think, a Republican ad that made him darker.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why this really like stood out to me as like, oh, okay. So they're specifically going after when Obama ran for president. Okay. And this idea of like a person of color running for office and this like weirdness where they have to like pander to everybody, including the people who are never going to vote for them, who like, it's like Zed is pretending he's not a zombie.
Yes, that's right. But when you look at the poster, it doesn't look it's not clear that he did that because it's never lit very well and we never get a close-up of the poster.
Yes, there's never a close-up.
So you're like, is it a bad photocopy of a poster? Like, what happens with this? And that's the core of his compromise for a very long time in this movie.
Yes.
You know?
And again, it's okay. So we start getting the love triangle, and he fights with Addison about the posters.
Right.
And so Zed sees the werewolf eye fucking her, and he storms out, and they have a fight about all of this. And this is where things get really fucking...
This is after we discover the werewolves just kind of like cheer. Like, they're there to meet her, but they also just kind of like doing cheer stuff. They
like cheer. Yeah.
And say, okay, all right. So that's the universal language of this world is cheer. Anyway, please continue.
Addison says of Zed's posters, that's being afraid to accept who you really are. Zed says the girl who wore a wig her whole life, which I'm almost certain is a line from the first movie. This exact beat happens in the first movie. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And then Zed asks, like, he crossed the line. But he's not wrong.
No, this movie is on the wrong side of the morality between these two characters.
Yes.
She doesn't have to apologize for anything. She does.
No.
And it's like, wait a minute. She's an asshole to him in a pretty serious way and does not get his plight at all.
She is trying to take his struggle.
Yes.
I hate that she's a young white lady, and it's just, she's filling that stereotype of like trying to like co-opt this oppression. And she says to him this quote, which is amazing. She says, I've always felt like an outsider.
Yep.
And even though I'm now cheer captain, I still do.
Right.
Her mom is the mayor. She hasn't had a single moment of oppression her entire fucking life.
Nope.
Besides people calling her white hair every now and then.
It's absurd. It's made worse later when she pretends to be a werewolf.
Yes.
And does it by stealing another intellectual property's imagery. You know what I mean? So there's all that. And like, just to subtly reinforce that idea that she hasn't faced any real oppression, there's a funny moment a little earlier where, like, you know, the Goblin B Squad cheerleaders say to her, "You'll never be cheer captain, you freak." And they high five, and then they all walk away with her to next class. Like, they're all friends. And it's like, so that meant nothing? Like, nobody was offended? Anyway, please continue.
She says, Zed, you have a zombie crew. I don't. And it's like, you are the leader of the fucking cheer squad.
Which is...
Your crew is the town. Your mom's the goddamn mayor.
Yeah.
It's High School Musical where Zac Efron's like, I'm the poor kid. And it's like, we can see you.
No, you're not. Look at your house. She's Jimmy Hoffa. You know what I mean? She's like running the most powerful union in this town.
Right.
You know?
Stop it, Addison.
Yeah.
Stop it. Cut the shit.
Yeah. It's the second or third time I've wanted to say that.
Yeah.
You know? Cut the shit. Because that's
Zed's like apologizing to her. He's like, I need to apologize to her. And it's like, fuck's sake.
Yeah. That should tell you that there's unstated aggression going on here, that he feels like I instantly have to apologize if I've offended her.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's really bad.
So now Addison is pushed away from Zed, thinks that she talks down to him about his fucking heritage and what he's allowed to do. Mm-hmm. And so she goes home, she puts on her best denim bow, and she goes into the into the woods, and she's like, I'm going to be a werewolf now.
Yeah. Does she go find them, or do they find her?
I forget.
Don't they come
it's the
to her?
halfway point. Yeah, she joins the werewolves. Yeah.
There's a little bit of a split screen song.
Yes, where they're both like...
Yeah, and like Zed is walking down Zombie Town, and I just mentioned this because somebody did this on purpose. He has a shirt that is part long sleeve, part short sleeve, and it's not made that way by like ripping it up. They designed it that way.
Right.
And
that's
I'm like...
style.
I'm like, just fix it. Just fix that. You know what I mean? Just fix it. You look ridiculous, you know, and you know you look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know you look bad. Put a new sleeve on it. You know, like, come on. The zombie outfits, in light of their unification with human beings, are appalling. Absolutely appalling. They're wearing these like shredded, piecemeal patchwork clothing, and it's like, get some real clothes. Like, you know, like,
just give them regular. Give them
real clothes now. What are we doing?
That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That'll be good because it symbolizes that they're part of the ruling class now. You know, like just Yeah,
that would have been a nice transition. That like, oh, we're all wearing normal clothes. No, we're not going to do that.
they could have used this as an opportunity, like to explore, like, I don't know, the Italians.
Sure.
Where Italians were an oppressed group in this country who immigrated, who then got to be quote unquote elevated into whiteness, and then used that position to just be racist to other
the Irish
groups.
Yeah, specifically.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we could talk about that in Zombies too. We shouldn't, but we could, and that seems like the clearest allegory they could go for, which is like, okay, zombie problem, it's gone, and now the zombies are like, you know, like they could have done that, they didn't. They play with that, but they don't do it.
Right? I don't know what if I can you imagine if you were being paid to do this, and you knew what the task was. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do? Like, you're pretty trapped, Dave.
Yeah, they do as good as they can. I think I would have written an even bigger hate crime accidentally. Like, I think I would have made a really, because I'd start getting into the lore, and I would just be like, I would forget the metaphor and just start doing stuff, right? And it would get really, and it's like, hey,
you realize that you've accidentally been on the side of the Nazis now, right? Like, you realize that's what you've done. Here.
Oh shit! Oops. Yeah. So now this is when Eliza casually tracks Edison's phone. We get the Wolf Den Science Museum.
They sneak in at night. So, like, even though we're in a lockdown, they have this joke that Bree can just zip into Zombie Town whenever she wants, which she does. Yeah. And she's like, I'm missing Addison. Where's Addison? I don't know. I got this text from her, right? And the text that she got, incidentally, is the word help and then a beaker underneath it. But she only saw the word help. She ignored the beaker, saw the word help, decides, I'm going to go get the zombies in Zombie Town because this curfew is complete bullshit. And they're like, where do we go? Oh, Eliza has a tracker. The tracker tells them...
No one's concerned.
No one's concerned. They're like, the tracker tells her, oh, she's in the woods, the Forbidden Forest, where only the werewolves would be. And at no point is said, like, oh my God, she's with that guy.
Right.
Never asked that question.
Guy. Yeah,
never asked that question, which is, if you're a high schooler, the first and only question you're asking. Right?
Other people would just be like, oh God, she's a torso on a pile too.
Yeah,
like,
she could be dead. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, it could be either of those things.
But more likely she's stooping that guy. Yeah.
Right. They're like, no, it's middle option C, where she's been kidnapped, but we can still rescue her, the four of us.
They're having an Aladdin and Jasmine situation, and they're going to go fucking interrupt that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
And so we get the Wolf Den Science Museum. They show her a globe presentation. They have like a projector. It's confusing.
Mm-hmm. They have a lot of power out there.
Yeah, of her dancing. And I'm like, where did you get this? This footage? What is this? And they're like, you're the great alpha. And that goes right to her head because she's like, I'm oppressed and special.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. She puts on the outfit. She's like, she adopts their culture, co-opts it immediately. Entirely.
The most impressionable human being in the world. She forgets all of her old life.
Yes.
She just goes, this is my new life. Fuck everything else.
Yes.
I am now a werewolf. I'm changing my hair. And they're like, if you put on the special necklace, you'll turn into a werewolf forever. And I don't know how that works.
I want to know what that means.
Right. And to her credit, she finally goes like, I'll do it tomorrow. Let me look into this.
Yeah. Can I have a day to think about it? They're like, you have one day. Only one day.
Yeah, it surprised me because she's full werewolf now.
What happens if Zed puts that necklace on? A thing that I was desperate for this movie to do.
I'd love to know because we learn what happens. Because here's the thing. They say when you put on this necklace, you'll become a werewolf forever. I think that only applies to the Great Alpha. Because we see what happens later when someone who isn't a Great Alpha puts the necklace on, which we'll get to.
Yeah. I mean, it's also an argument for these necklaces don't do shit. But okay.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I mean, obviously. Right?
Yeah. They give her a weird song test first. They're like, you need to prove you're the alpha. She passes that.
She does two dance moves, 2 howls, and it's like, okay, guess you're in. Like, it's pretty low bar. That test was pretty simple.
It really is, because spoiler, she is not the alpha.
No.
Also, they immediately, when she loses the necklace, they're like, never mind. So like their tests are very fleeting and like wishy-washy.
Right. they don't have any built up intellectual infrastructure about anything.
Yeah. No.
These people are at the mercy of anyone with a rational thought.
Yes.
It's very upsetting.
I feel like I could run this town.
Oh, yes. Dave, you would be the fucking brain bug from Starship Troopers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you would be a mystical deity over these people.
I could walk in and go, "Hey, everybody, I'm the king orc, and guess what? You're all orcs."
That's right. They're like, okay.
Now you have to shave your heads.
Yeah.
And they're like, all
That's
right,
our
cool.
haircut. Shit. I'm not going to do it because that doesn't look good on me, but you have to do it. And they're
You
like,
have
that
to
makes
do it.
sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Zed shows up. He goes full zombie on them, starts flinging them around. And then they're like, no, I want to be here. And he goes, oh, okay.
Yeah,
and
no
then
problem.
Yeah.
Right, no problem. The hot werewolf boy is convinced that she's the great alpha based on, that she has the white hair. Okay.
And horniness.
And he's
is a
into her.
factor.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Then they walk outside because of the sounds of demolition or whatever, and it's like, oh, the factory's being demoed. A fact everyone was aware of. Everyone.
Yes.
Everyone's been aware of it. And she's but
it happens exactly at where they're testing the TNT, and it's like a very convenient screenwriter where they're like, what happens next?
Yes.
Just have this happen.
Right. So she's like, there's a stone of mythical origin underneath this thing. And his response to that is not just like, hey, that could be the Moonstone. Instead, what he does is he turns to Will and says, see, she found the Moonstone.
Yes.
Instant. Like, I believe you.
I believe you,
and
it's
you're
like,
right.
you didn't find it. Anybody in that, any of the Seabrook people could have said that. It doesn't make her. Again, they're all propping her up. This is the Truman Show of it all, where it feels like they were like, they spelled it out for her, and she just wasn't getting it. And the first sign that they were waiting for her to put it together, and they're like, "Aha! See, you're special."
That's right. This in fact, the speed it took for anyone to put that together was sort of like that fucking Simpsons joke where Homer keeps hearing "dental plan." Lisa needs braces. It takes years to put this together.
It's fucking Star Wars, where it's like, I'm looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they're like, nobody by here, unless you mean Ben Kenobi. And it's like, yeah, probably. That's it's that. I'm looking for a wizard with a mohawk, and they're like, no one here. Oh, but we do have a wizard with a mohawk. Maybe you're thinking of that guy. Yeah.
It's a short mohawk. Is that? Okay. Then we got him.
They're all waiting for Addison to fucking piece this very obvious thing together,
so they can cheer for her, which is all they want to do. I also just want to note, at about the middle of the song in the cave, I wrote down, I can't imagine how tired of howling I would be as an actor. I would be exhausted with all the howls.
They also do a joke where she says the C word in howl, where they're like, Jesus, she's howling weird words. Later, all the humans and werewolves howl, and it's just got to be like gibberish, right? Everybody's just screaming words.
Yeah.
They don't know what they mean.
Infuriating. Like racist epitaphs people have cursed their ancient deities. It's it's awful.
Mess.
Yeah, it's really bad. Yep.
Zed says to her after they leave this, I was up all night thinking, you're not a werewolf. You can't be. And Addison replies, but I love midnight strolls. Easiest mark in the world. The biggest, most impressionable human being.
He's like, yeah, but you like sunsets. That doesn't make you a vampire. And then you look right at Canberra. Or does it? You know what I mean? You're like, all right, I got it. Vampires
Jesus
are coming.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, I get it. All right. Great.
And now we have the debate because that's still happening. And I completely fucking forgot that was still happening.
I think the debate was the most fun moment for the musical stuff in this movie.
They debate rap. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Rap.
I had a good time with that.
Yeah.
I think this is here, right? Yes, this is here. So she says something that offends Willa, and Willa tells her, stay out of our amazing hair, and walks off. Stay out of our
great
amazing
line. I wrote
hair.
that down. It's a great line.
I just needed to meditate on that. What does that line mean?
I don't know. This is actually it's when she's like, okay, guys, I'm Queen Werewolf. Oh shit, I lost the necklace.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I got the points mixed up.
She says, I'm going to help you break into the power plant because what we learned, the call to action here is they're going to blow up the power plant.
Yes,
and it's going to blow up the Moonstone. So they have to. What we learn out is these stakes don't matter.
No, nothing matters.
Nothing matters. So, and then she's like, I'm going to help you. Oh, I lost the necklace. What we learn is that Ned, who's a real dirtbag, stole the necklace. Zed, sorry.
Yeah, her boyfriend, who, except for this moment, is, I think, pretty sympathetic if you stop and think about it, though.
Yeah,
right?
Because she can't be trusted. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ. She would like. It's like if your friend was doing a pyramid scheme and you stole their
Ponzi
checkbook.
Scheme. Yeah, that's right.
You're like, listen, you got it. You're such an idiot. I gotta fucking stop you.
It's for your own good. I gotta unfortunately, I gotta lock you up for the week or whatever.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna hide the Kool-Aid. You cannot drink the fucking Kool-Aid.
That's right.
For the love of God.
When she shows up to the school in her new gear, which by the way should have terrified, offended, enraged everyone. They have extras with background lines that I was delighted to read because I had the closed caption on. Here are some lines. Wow, that's a fresh new look. She looks great. Amazing new outfit. Like some of the lines of what the school is saying about her look when she tries out the werewolf thing is like is like they're piping this in from somewhere, right? Nobody would ever say those things out loud.
It's Truman Show shit or something.
Insane. Utterly insane. Anyway.
It's like Zed went around and went, listen, she changed her hair. It'll make her feel good.
Everyone be nice. Come on, man. Everyone be nice. That's right.
But she looks great. Every haircut she chooses looks great.
Yeah, I'm not saying she looks bad. I'm just saying nobody would react that way to anything. Not in high school or anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So Zed's running for president. I don't know why. There's no reason for him to. Zed becomes so scared of making like the honkies afraid. So he's just like he's toning down. Like Eliza is like, we're gonna fucking fight, and he's like, no,
we're not
gonna fight.
We're not gonna fight. Everyone's gonna be safe. Yeah,
everything's fine.
Yeah.
He loses all his zest. And then at one point,
except he doesn't because he's like pretty good in the rap battle.
Yeah, he wins the debate by shouting, I'm winning, and everybody just agrees.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, he is. And Bucky's like, shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But then Addison's necklace, this is coming back, shuts down his Z-Band because it fucks with electronics. He hulks out, he starts trashing the stage. Eliza is like, hey, he hulks out for like a minute until Eliza goes, maybe you should remove the necklace. And so he does that.
And he's fine.
Everybody runs. Yeah.
Yeah, even the zombies run.
Right.
I was like, why are they running?
Like, we all know this is a risk. Like, that never changed.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we haven't gotten over this hurdle.
Like, I don't know why there aren't school employees whose job is just to... I know this sounds inhumane, but, like, just trank him. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's bracelet falls off, just trank them, reattach the bracelet.
They had that.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is like, okay, if we're in a place where human rights are a thing, but the zombies are aware, like, listen, if this falls off, I'm going to freak out.
So trank me.
And they trank you.
Yeah,
trank me. And then when you wake up, you go, hey, thanks.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, we know this is a risk.
Right.
This is the price.
We're willing to do that.
Yeah.
That's right. Eliza has a underlying belief that zombies have evolved to a point where they don't need the bracelet anymore.
Right.
Right? And does the movie show us that that's true?
No, again, so what happens at the end is he uses his zombie strength for good.
Yes.
And they don't show that he can communicate.
Right. So I'm like, okay, so what did we learn from that? Because at the very end, Eliza takes it off and it's like she's having a great time for a half a second and then puts it back on. And I'm like, so they like being...
It seems like the only new rule is that when the Z-Band falls off, they have the consciousness to put it back on.
Yes.
Again, it's Hulk. It's the Hulk.
Yes, it's the Hulk.
Where the Hulk is still a different creature than Bruce Banner, but he has the ability to control that.
Right.
That's where we're at.
Eliza just looks at camera. I'm always angry.
Right. We're not at Endgame where Hulk becomes like both Hulk and both Bruce.
Yes,
it's not that.
Not yet, but we're going to get there, right?
I assume,
well,
or they're going to forget this. They're just going to forget this part.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Zed says, I lost the election, and no one confirms or denies this. He just says that. Addison's like, you lost yourself first. And it's like, I don't know. I think the fucking necklace is the problem. But what?
Right.
I don't, like they didn't.
I just don't agree on an intellectual level that he lost the election.
Or that he lost himself, because it's like he looked like he was doing fine, and it doesn't seem like. I was waiting for a part where he like betrays zombies, where he like supports zombie segregation.
Yes, that's what it seemed like we wanted. Yeah,
but he never does that. He just sort of becomes a little more like camera friendly, which I would argue you do have to be to.
Yeah, it's like this movie is kind of arguing you can never compromise on who you are.
Right. The skin whitening is like, or de-whitening is like something where I'd be like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
But like the idea of like, he has to become more like middle of the road is like, yeah, that's politics.
That's what politics are. Yeah.
You have to become boring.
And you have to become safe. You know what I mean? Which in almost every other era is like common sense.
Right. Which we can get into the nuance of that where it's like, people will respond to, but like, in this situation, like, it's school president, man. He's not, he's just trying to be a little more like nice and
accessible.
Like, yeah.
Right.
And it's like, he never throws zombies under the bus. He never is like, you know what? You're right. No zombie rights. He never throws zombies under the bus. So it's just like, let him fucking, do this. It's
he
fine.
Also doesn't change his appearance for the debate.
Right.
Another thing he could have done. You know what I mean?
Because that's the other thing is changing his appearance in the posters. It's like, well, the students all know who you are. They see you in the hallway.
And it's like, it's a bad photocopy. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, they put out a poster before the debate, Bucky does, of him like, like looking pretty rad. Right? Like I'm school president, you're for lunch ? Nobody's really, like for a half second, people are bummed. And then everyone's like, actually, that's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It works in its favor, which that's so the tide's turning on that issue too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then the werewolves are like, we're going to go break into the fucking power plant. And they get caught trespassing on what they say is this is our land, which threw out a whole other thing where I was like, I know we're doing the Native American allegory, but they have never established that this is their land. Though it was that they were over there in the woods, and then the settlers passed them by. They had a fight and they stole the moonstone. So it's like, no, this is our moonstone, not this is our land. But again,
that's where the movie is like, what we're doing. Right. And that's, I think, a problem. That's the moment where we're having a pretty serious problem. It's like, no, you don't get to like, yada, yada, you get it. This is an allegory.
Right.
Like I don't agree with that at all.
No, I don't get it. It's mixed. It doesn't make any sense.
No, because then a lot of other things got to be retconned and fixed, which they are not. Anyway.
And then the whole school gets involved and they dance protest. They get gassed.
Yep.
Which made me laugh.
Gassed. Yeah.
Silver gas.
Yeah.
I thought when the song ended, it was just going to be rubber bullets. But that's the vibe. But so they sing it out. Zed and Addison kind of make up, but they make up a few times. This is our protest.
And everyone sort of unites. It's a very like, hey, things are they're gonna turn things around. And for like half a minute, everyone's like, you know what? We're not gonna blow up the thing today. Like that's what they're promised. Which not a very encouraging promise.
They should have had a conflict between Zed and the werewolves. They really should have done the Italian thing.
Yes.
Because Zed's dad is running the demolition. And Zed turns to his dad and says, Dad, if this is going to hurt the werewolves, you have to stop it. And the dad goes, yeah, okay. Yeah. And then they say, I suppose we can wait till tomorrow. To which I went, wait.
That doesn't fix our problem.
We're not stopping the demolition. We're just waiting a day?
Yeah.
That's
8
all
hours?
this is about.
Yeah.
The stakes are so low. And so then this is when, they're like, all right, well, it's fine. And then everybody sort of wanders around, takes 5.
That's right. They do take 5.
They do.
Which I loved. I loved because it was like, I mean, you got to negotiate or something. Get this like a week.
Or you think they'd all say, okay, let's get the moonstone out of here. Zed's dad will help. The construction workers would help.
Right.
But they all just sort of stop and said, and Addison go aside and he's like, by the way, I stole it.
Yeah, he apologized. I'm sorry.
And I was like, I don't need this.
Well, so this is where I was pretty frustrated with the movie, because Addison is pretty willing to forgive him. He admits he stole the thing, and then she's like, you son of a bitch.
Right.
You denied me my werewolfhood, right? And it's like, you're really on the wrong side here, I would say, in the movie.
But she just keeps getting her dick pushed in the dirt because what happens here, it's so humiliating. It's so humiliating. What resolves the fight ultimately is her in public embarrassment.
Yep.
Because she says, like, give me that, puts on the necklace and makes a rawr face.
She
doesn't change.
And nothing happens. And her friend's like, you're so beautiful still.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Hey, man, it's all right. Everybody's so embarrassed. It's the booing scene from the first movie.
Yes, it is.
Where she makes this big display. Yeah. And then she just gets humiliated.
Honestly, I forgot about that. And I kind of want that to be a thing in every one of these movies. She just gets deeply humiliated. Yes. Dramatically humiliated before the third act.
Time, like you said, her friends are like, you're still beautiful.
Yep.
Everybody just feels so bad.
Except the boy. The wolf boy is absolutely disgusted with her. He's like, I am not into this. The
Can't
look he gives her.
I fingered you. Yeah.
He is unapologetically like, you are repugnant to me now.
Yeah.
With this look he gives her. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking wild moment. Amazing. Addison, stop. You gotta stop this.
Yeah. She went all out and it was like, nope. Back to base.
She's the Sharpay of this.
Yes,
you
she
realize.
is. Yes.
She's the one who
the
keeps getting fucking humiliated.
Yep.
And it's like, enough.
Yeah, she's not as fun as Sharpay, though. Like, could anyone be? I don't know.
Then the plant just explodes and they go, oh, damn.
The machine that Mr. Necrodopoulos has some of the funniest graphics you've ever seen, right? Because like before, when he disarms the bomb or when he arms it the first time, it says safe, and he flips a switch, and then it says armed. It's like, who would say that on this little machine? Anyway, the graphics are very funny. The explosions are the same VFX graphics 6 times, which made me laugh very hard.
Of course they are.
I loved it. I was really excited about it. And it's like, man, this really came tumbling down.
Right.
You know, pretty good all is lost moment.
Yeah.
You know?
And then all the werewolves start going, we're dying. Which I got to note, like, spoilers, it's not, the Moonstone is fine.
Yeah, so
it's
none
like,
of this
why
mattered?
are they doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, the demolition didn't matter. It's like, oh, it's fine. But so what happens is they go to the werewolf den. The werewolves think they're dying.
Yep.
And then they go.
Which is also very funny in hindsight.
Yes.
To being such babies. Like they're all being such babies.
Because they're not dying. They're not dying.
No, you're fine. You are fine.
Evidence of this is that then they go, well, I got an idea. Let's go to the prom. And the werewolves go, okay. And it's like, you're dying. I thought you were dying.
Yeah, you're going to go dance now? Doesn't make any
they
sense.
Care about the prom?
Why does anyone care about the prom anyway?
I don't know. The stakes, the stakes keep whipping back and forth in severity.
Do. They really
Where
do.
it's like, we're dying, but let's go to the prom.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, why? And they're like, I don't know, to preserve our way of life. What is the prom? They just learned the prom existed like a week ago.
Yeah.
Not even a week ago.
There's no plan attached to going to it.
Yeah.
Also, like every time there's any actually significant plot event in this movie, somebody instantly comprehends and explains it to us. Like in a way that's like Star Trek never tried this shit. You know, like they understand complex ideas in a moment, in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, character just says what's happening because they can't. They don't have time for anything else.
It's really funny.
Because they go to the prom and it's like, okay, I guess we're doing prom now, and then earthquake.
Right.
It's like, fucking stop. Just have the earthquake happen before. Like, why? You're whipping me back and forth. I can't handle this.
I can't handle it. She goes to the prom stag. And I could not understand that decision. Like, there's no reason she would go.
Right.
You would not go. If all this shit happened to you, you just embarrass yourself in front of everybody.
You say, I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would
I'm
not
go cry.
Yeah. Yeah. That was crazy.
Get radicalized on the internet or something. Like, I can't do. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah. So now they're going to the fucking prom, even though they're dying.
They fix all their relationship issues at the prom in a pretty like offhanded way. Everybody's like, oh, we're all good. Yeah. We do the Someday song. It's like, oh, okay, so they love each other. Got it.
Yep. That's why the prom happened. And then an earthquake happens. The fucking earth splits open.
Yeah.
I assume many are dead. And they go, oh, the moonstone must be down there. I don't know why they think that, but they're like, all right, let's go down there. Yeah, so they just...
Yes, that's one of those instant comprehension moments.
Yes. From the gym, they just goonie on down into the giant crevasse that was created. And like, sure, I guess. Why not?
I mean, why object to that out of all the things, I guess, you know?
And then the moonstone is just right down there.
Yeah.
From the gym. They're like, there it is.
One of my favorite line readings in any of the movies you and I have watched happens here. It's where Winter, the sort of, third werewolf, tries to pick up the moonstone and goes, it's too heavy. And the way she says it is killer. It's very
amazing.
Funny. Yeah, that was pretty great. Anyway.
And that's when Zed's like, I'll use my zombie strength. And then he does it. And he's still a zombie. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
He's a zombie. He tears open, like he holds open this giant stone like he's Samson or something, and they all walk through. And then the stone closes behind him, and you're like, oh, so he's going to be like injured or like he's going to be dead. Nobody tries to help him. And then, no, he just walks out and he's fine.
He walks out and he's
and
like,
what was that beat then?
They don't have enough. What they needed to do is spend the movie on a single problem.
Yes.
But instead they have like 30 problems, and so none of them are important. And that's the problem.
Yep.
Because then they wrap that up, they just get the moonstone, they go back to the prom. There's they don't go, is anybody trapped, missing? They're like, let's just celebrate the prom again.
Yeah.
And everybody goes like, yay.
They have a we're all together, everything's good now dance number where Bucky's just included.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's back. We're good with that.
Yeah.
So that's one big point for actually it's Bucky's Truman Show.
Yeah.
Because there's a really funny moment where they're singing and then Bucky's trying to get into the conversation, like he's jumping up behind them. I'm like,
right.
Yeah, can we get this guy a spotlight, please? Can he have his moment? Yeah. Anyway.
And then a meteor hits. And I was like, stop.
Yeah.
What is the fucking world ending?
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, you guys, everybody needs to take a step back and go, okay, I think something really wrong is happening in this town.
I agree. There's also just like little compromises that have happened that tell me there's real leadership change needed. One of them is that Eliza sort of takes off the bracelet to like get a rush. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, wait. We need to like, put some legislation or something. Yeah. Also, dogs. Now they're fine. They have like one of the zombies has a pet dog.
Give the girl a dog. Why is she like, you're going to be my dog to a werewolf?
Right.
It's
well,
like,
she has one at the end.
Oh yeah.
So and it's like I have no problem with that. I just want to know. So what does that mean? Did the ban get lifted? Like is martial law unimposed?
I thought it was lifted at the start of this, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. One of the cheerleaders eats a flavor of ice cream at the end called peanut butter and bones, and all I wanted was for her to break a tooth on it. Like it just, you know what I mean? It would have been killer. Yeah, they didn't go anywhere with that, alas.
Nope.
Yeah. So, and then at the end, it's like, okay, a new threat arrives, right?
Yeah, and her hair glows, and
yeah.
And she's like, I wish I was special, and it's like, fuck, we're doing this again. They were going to play out the exact same fucking plot line in the next movie.
I find that problematic because I think it would be more interesting if it was like, no, you just have unusual hair. You have a tribe who likes and cares about you. Like you don't need to be magic.
They're doing the Rey Palpatine problem in Star Wars, where the second one had it right, where they're like anybody can be special. And they're like, no, not everybody can be special.
Yeah,
though. Yeah.
And it's like that's dumb.
Yeah,
that's dumb and bad. I wanted to talk about. I actually had a couple philosophical questions, Dave.
Yeah, you did.
I hope you don't mind.
We should also go through the songs. But we can do that.
You want to do that now? When do you want to do that?
Let's just go through it because I don't have much to say.
Okay.
There's the Cheers Back song, the We Got This.
That one was good. We Got This was good.
I liked that one.
Yeah.
We Own the Night I liked.
I did too.
The werewolf techno song.
I did too, but I wish they did On the Night.
Sure. But I think that was a very clear song with intent. The dancing was okay. There was a lot of dudes jumping into somersaults and Thriller hands, and I was like, that's fine. They didn't have, like Zombies too.
They didn't have a single dance number that impressed in the way the zombie musical number did. That number is still the best thing they've done.
But the music, I'd say the music is a little better. I'd say Do It Like the Zombies Do is catchy. Like I remember that one.
Yeah.
The I Don't Feel Like I Belong duet, which I
didn't care for that. It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in that song, I just have to know Addison's like, I'm so oppressed. And then they show Zed walk by a humans only sign.
Yes.
And it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're really doing it here, aren't we?
Yeah. We have another We're Werewolves song, the Call to the Wild song, where she joins in. We have Rap Debate.
That is the best number, I thought, in this movie.
Yeah.
Rap Debate.
And then we have We're More Than Just Flesh and Bone, the where it's the protest song.
Yeah.
And then we got This Could Be Ordinary is back at the prom. Another duet.
Is that the Someday Soon or Someday song?
Yeah, it's the song. Yeah.
Yeah, that's their signature. And I like it. It's pretty good.
I do too.
Yeah.
And then we got a good thing going on song, the second prom song where they're wrapping it all up. Mm-hmm. I think the one that I thought had the most clearest intent, not necessarily the best song, but We Own the Night, I think is like the most clear, like we need a werewolf song now. And We Own the Night is a good idea of it.
I wish they had a more distinct musical style. Because like the Zombies...
They rap.
Yeah, so like that was unique to them and was like their vibe. You know?
Hear me out. Bluegrass.
Well, they mentioned bluegrass. They actually have a bit of a... There's one song that feels like more guitar... Like, I want to say Spanish theme feeling.
Right.
But I couldn't... I wasn't sure if... Yeah, I don't know if it was like that song or that was supposed to be their vibe. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I think it would be funny for just one of these, for like if the werewolves were just dudes that looked like us. They were all adults, and they were all just like, "We want to go to your high school." And the end, the revolution was like, "Nah, you go back to the woods. It's fine." Like it's just like you guys are about you guys.
Yeah, we don't need this.
Just a bunch of dudes like we want to go to the prom, and it's like, "Are you teenagers?" Like, yes, and it's like we're pretty sure you're not.
It's like that's how werewolf teenagers look.
Yeah.
Prove that they don't. Put on a moonstone. Oh, you can't.
It's a sketch. It's a sketch, I think. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I would enjoy watching a single day in that cave before they went to high school. What the hell are they doing? I mean, what is
on the floor, that's for sure.
Yeah. What is going on in that cave? What's a day in werewolfopia like, you know? Also, where did they get the word werewolf? Because they're not werewolves. So, like, did they find comic books with this concept? You know,
I think their ancestors were called werewolves by the settlers.
Okay,
and they just ran.
Like, I guess that's what we are. Okay, yeah. All right, fair enough.
They're all humans.
Oh, everyone's a human in makeup.
Yes,
I think the movie's actually subtly telling us that.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're all just fucking humans.
Yeah.
In some big ant farm, some big fucking experiment. They're all just human beings floating around in their dark city scenario.
Right.
That's got to be it.
Like, I think that there's some kind of radiation going on that's like made them have occasional hormonal freakouts or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like that's happened, but otherwise they're people.
Yeah. Zombies 5 should end with actual army coming in and going like, what's going on in here?
Right.
Yeah. You all need to leave here. You've been suffering radiation poisoning from what I guess you're calling the moonstone. That's just a piece of a space station that fell.
Yeah.
And you all need to vacate.
You all are very sick. We're going to put you in some white plastic. It's a real problem. Have you ever seen the movie Dogtooth? You've all been dog-toothed. Every one of you has been dog-toothed for a very long time.
Yeah.
None of you ever drove outside city limits. It's a real problem. Okay. Yeah. Philosophically, why is this world built around cheer? What does it mean for the social justice concept that this world is built around cheer? I have a theory too.
On that.
But okay.
I think cheer represents culture. So the idea is that when a new group of people show up, they contribute to that. It's Sinners. They're doing Sinners before Sinners.
Okay.
A new group of people contribute to that culture and make something beautiful out of it.
Like a new super culture that incorporates them.
They're talking about the fact that it's good to have cultures mingle and share their cultures and create. That's what America was founded on.
So
it only makes us stronger. The cheer team that's mixed is always better. We're stronger because of our differences.
Right. That's the philosophical underpinning that this movie relies on, no doubt.
Yeah.
Which I think is true.
Yeah, me too.
So the problem with cheer as the main lens through which we view these conflicts is that cheer is fundamentally about celebrating, right? Like cheer is a celebration act, right? So you can see why it actually isn't the worst metaphor for inclusion. Is like, hey, let's celebrate this culture and that culture. The problem is that it's also reducing the civil struggle only to the optic and celebration levels.
Right.
Which means like all the real necessity stuff that is what the struggles are about gets sort of yada yada or not addressed.
Yes.
Right. Like Zombie Town's still Zombie Town.
Right.
You know,
I kind of imagine all the adults are still working this shit out while the kids are just like, woo, cheer.
Yes, they have
and
to
the adults are like sitting there making laws and like having, conversations.
But if you're building a metaphor through which this monster version of this topic can be addressed, it's important that it's a little more expansive than cheer, because cheer isn't all that is necessary in a civil rights strike. And also struggle. Excuse me.
The metaphor doesn't work because every individual group also comes with specific accessories that they require in order to function.
Right. And at least in the zombies case, there is an actual physical threat that can't be.
As far as we know, yeah.
Well, yeah. Maybe they'll evolve so that it won't be, and then they just won't be zombies at all.
Right. So the metaphor just keeps falling apart.
Yes.
Because it's like, like at this point, it's like, okay, so the werewolves have rights. They get the moonstone, right? Like that belongs to them now. That was theirs. They have a right to be able to charge onto it. We have to make sure they get what they want.
Right.
And this is why it's like, some of that kind of works with like civil rights, where it's like everybody has cultures and religions, and we have to honor the religions,
allow them to
and the
express
things people they require. And I think that's what they're trying to do. But then the part where they're like, we need to give these people something or else they'll kill us all, makes it weird.
It's a real problem.
Where the Z-bands aren't things the zombies need. It's something the humans
need it. Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct. They seem to, at least if Eliza's expression at the end is any indicator, kind of enjoy being zombies without hindrances.
I would too, yeah.
What happens if a regular human, I guess we know the answer to this. So moonstones only actually affect people who are really werewolves.
Apparently,
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's what we got.
So really they're the test. That's how you test if somebody's a werewolf.
Yeah, sounds like it. You just hit them with the moonstone, see if they growl.
See if they grow
because
the
again,
fangs.
There's no difference between them with a charged moonstone and them with an uncharged moonstone.
They feel better about it.
They feel better, but they don't turn into anything.
No, they don't.
They have no claws. They have no there's no sharp teeth. If they can't digest fangs. The things that a wolf eats.
No.
Yeah, I guess.
Watching one of them try to eat like a wolf would be an exercise, and so you're going to Liver King yourself. All right. So
yeah, exactly.
You're not going to live too long.
They're not eating rabbits out there. Yeah.
No.
They're going to fucking Panera down the street.
Some adult who actually lives in that compound of a cave is like cooking meat and stuff and then dressing it up to make them think they've killed it.
Yeah. Amazing if when Addison joined, there was just an older lady cooking them upstairs, and they're like, don't mind her. And they're like, we're werewolves. And you hear her go like, they're not. Like, they're my kids. They have an active imagination.
Right.
I believe they're called LARPers.
She puts a little... She brings down like several steaks and that she's dressed them like rabbits or whatever.
And she goes, oh, catch him.
Yeah. The way that you do with a snake with half a bug. The snake's like, I don't like this. Let me kill a real bug or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Half a rat.
It really seems like none of these people are what they say they are.
I mean, yeah, I would be interested if somebody came in there and just sort of made off with the town's supply of makeup. What happens then? I mean, there's a makeup shortage, and it's like...
Yeah, they're all sitting around. One of them's like, I'm a werewolf. And then they're like, I thought you were a zombie. And they're like, I don't know anymore.
He's like, I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah. He roars, and nothing happens, and it's like, Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
That would be an amazing pivot at the end, is to go full meta.
I don't think we're ever going to get an answer.
Oh, no, of course not.
Satisfies
of course
us.
not. No. That's our struggle, Dave.
This is like a mystery box show, where it's like you're waiting to know, like, what is happening.
Yes.
And it's going to be disappointing. It's going to be like a fucking Westworld where they just forget everything, and you're just like, oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, we're in Lost. It's probably Purgatory is the best answer we're going to get. I think the existence of aliens and the pre-existence of aliens really is a very troubling revelation for everyone else in this town. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Yeah. Like I know they're going to include the aliens because I know how the movie's got to work, but I think
you
it's
can probably guess that the aliens will like cheer and will be teenagers.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But I mean, that's probably just how they appear to us. Let's be honest. Like, I don't believe anything that an alien shows up with, right? Like, Like, why would you?
Their true form. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you? Also, like, I don't know why anybody would believe Addison's convictions about anything, given the way she acts.
Yeah, she needs to calm down. She needs a series of atonements. She needs to call a meeting and go penance. Like, I'm sorry, everybody, for how I behaved, especially to you, Zed. Like, I'm realizing now I'm not the main character.
Right.
So I need to.
If the aliens show up, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves. If the aliens show up and very clearly the Moonstone is sourced from them, if you're zombies, you hate those aliens. Like, they destroyed your life. They took away, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you would, yeah.
You would hate them. They are mortal enemies for you. You know, like, I don't know so much that the werewolves have as much of a grievance yet. I'm sure that the details will help us.
Another thing to consider, if they're aliens, they're probably more advanced than us.
Well, they have to be. I mean, that's just logic.
That's something to think.
That's where it's like, is this whole thing a play for them? Like, behind the scenes of the aliens been like, you're going to put this little play on?
It?
Yeah, they have to
do it all. But then it's so weird to go from aliens. I think they went from aliens to vampires because they didn't want to go from werewolves to vampires because they're like, then we're just Twilight.
Yes.
But
that's right.
Aliens feel like the end all. And it's like, what are we going to learn with the vampires?
Yeah.
Like, it's conceivable. Okay. Oh, the Moonstone is actually our alien tech. Okay, cool. Then the vampires will show up and go like, oh, it's actually ours. And it's like, no, we know it's not. Like, they're lesser than aliens.
Yeah,
they're
that's a lesser important thing. But very clearly it's going to be a bunch of asshole teenagers who want to drink blood. like, that's what the vampires going to be.
I've heard from reliable sources that the Zombies 4 is busted.
What is that? What do I mean by that?
Film. Like, they didn't have as good as a budget. They didn't. They threw it together.
Yes.
It was a real Sharpie's Great Adventure in New York situation where they were like, I know that works on us.
Yeah, that's good for us.
But like, I've heard that Zombies 4 really fucking phones it in.
Great.
It's sort of we have one more we got to do situation. You know,
they had a contract for 4 is the idea.
Yeah, and I've heard rumors that it's not blood that they're after. It's a blood plant, which ruins everything about vampires. Because then they come in, they're like, we want blood plants. The answer is like, okay. Yeah, that's
we'll
fine.
grow it. Here we go.
We also eat plants. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, the zombies are happy with cauliflower that just kind of looks like brains.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Think, there's a lot of we're in over our head situation with like vampires. And they're like, but vampires eat people, and they're like, "Well, we can't have that,
so
we have to change it."
Like, I think Zombies 5 is just 3 or 4 therapists discover this city, and they're like, "Okay, you're gonna be, like, this is a field of study. You're gonna meet with their elders. Like, let's see if we can restore order here."
I want the Zombies 5, the monster, to just be like Norwegians, like by name. Just an actual race that shows up, and they treat them like they're also monsters that have special powers and rules.
Wait, I'm just Dutch. No, we gotta get rid of him. Gotta get rid of him.
Boo.
Yeah. Boo.
What do you do? You drink blood? What do you eat? You gonna eat us? You gonna eat our fingernails? Get out of here.
No, we have a very rich culture. No, kill him.
Kill the Dutch. Yeah. Why not?
That would be funny. Honestly, any idea you and I have is going to be better than whatever that film ends up being.
If it ends up happening, is Zombie 5 happening?
Let's see. Let's Google it in real time.
Zombie
I can't wait to find out what you discover.
It has not been officially confirmed.
Officially confirmed.
Let's see.
Are there rumors?
Said they've expressed enthusiasm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're these actors, you probably do this until finally somebody gives you an indie drama or something, right?
What I'm reading here is that Zombie Force is kind of a soft reboot. Like, I think there's different characters in Zombie 4. Some of the same, but I think they did the thing where, like, I assume Zed and Addison had a murder-suicide or, like, went to college.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, here's some people. Like, they're doing that thing where there's people who are like, yeah, you remember me. It's still zombies.
That's where I hope they do
people.
Zombies the college years. Like, follow the Saved by the Bell template.
Yeah,
and do Zombies the college years, where Addison has to like show up and explain all this to her roommate, and her roommate's like, "All right, we're just gonna get you in a sorority. I think they can fix you, man."
Yeah,
like,
I think.
And she just pledges to a sorority and has a decent year.
Yeah, but then she's gonna go overseas to like do charity stuff,
right.
and she's gonna become insufferable. Insufferable. She almost became a crystal person in this one. That's basically her story.
Pretty close to a crystal person.
Moonstones, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty. I mean, she never looked in the mirror and said, like, this hairdo is a bit much. Like, no. I could do a softer version of this just to try it out because I haven't put on a moonstone yet.
She just fully appropriates.
Right.
Immediately.
Can you imagine? You're like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Her hair changes in the span of a song.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can give him some musical
this
whimsy.
Is me now. Yeah.
So like the first Zombies movie, I was like, I think I might like these better than High School Musical, but now I really don't think I do because High School Musical was sillier and sloppier than this.
Yeah,
in a way, I found
Sharpay.
Charming. Yeah, Sharpay was great.
I think they're kind of muted now, like where the performances. Coach was the MVP, and he's not in this.
He's not in this. Huge problem.
And it's sort of like, all right, we got Bucky who's given it his all, but all the other characters,
bless that man. Yeah,
right. They're all fine actors. It's just they're not being given like enough weird shit to do.
Yeah, and the writers aren't. They don't feel confident enough to like have some fun. You know what I mean?
Because they keep walking this weird line where they're like, it's all a metaphor for something that we really have no business doing.
Right.
And so we have to be really careful about everything we do.
And we also kind of have to disguise it so that the people who watch it won't realize that. You know what I mean? Like the 9-year-olds this is for are not supposed to realize it's like the Native American story in America.
And then they're adding lore every time it's going to get the Marvel problem.
That's right.
Where you're like this and also this and this is secretly this, but this is controlled by this.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. There's too much plot now.
Yeah. If only somebody could do a podcast where they perfectly recount these Zombies movies.
I know.
Just remember them all exactly as they happened.
Explain them all. Yeah.
Yeah. If only some hero might take that journey up.
Some hero.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Have we done it?
I think we did.
Is this 2 hours? Have we that's the minimum for us, right? 2 hours. Have we ever done one shorter than 2?
Probably.
Okay. Was our first Twilight one shorter than 2? Because in hindsight, that seems amazing. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it was.
Yeah.
Skylight.
Look it up and see if any of them were shorter than 2.
Let's see.
Because I can't imagine that.
No. The first Skylight was exactly 2 hours and 3 minutes. Not exactly. I don't know why I said that. The second one was 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Third one was 2 hours and 47 minutes.
Yep.
And the fourth one was 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yep.
The fifth one was 3 hours and 50 minutes. So
we'll never do that again.
Yeah.
Well, there's just none of these shows. I mean, I just miss Twilight. I miss it. That was the best thing we've ever watched.
I mean, that's the whole journey here.
Yeah.
It's us trying to get that rush again.
Yeah.
Trying to feel that twilight on our skin.
Yep. That's right. We own the night, we hope. Do you think those Air Bud movies could deliver? You think we could get that sweet? Are you opposed to that now?
I think we should find out.
Okay,
no, I think we should. Air Bud is a whole saga. There's many, so we'll have to lay down some ground rules.
Yeah.
Air Bud, I think...
it's got to be as funny as this, at least, right? Has to
I think it would be extremely funny to do Guy Moore Girls, but that is a whole other thing. And specifically funny to do Guy Moore Girls instead of Gilmore Guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
But I think Air Bud is... I'm sure there's already a podcast about it, but we didn't do it, so we'll make it ours.
I'm not even a little bit worried about if there are 100 Air Bud podcasts. I'm not worried at all about that.
No.
Guy Moore Girls? Guy Moore Girls?
Guy Moore Girls.
Wow, I can't
That's
say
a TV show. That's the problem with that.
Yeah. What if we did like did it intermittently? You know, like how many episodes in a season?
We should also find out what that is, because it just might be a good show.
I've heard
just
it's
be
okay.
a good adult. That's like Sex and the City. I watched Sex and the City and I was like, oh, this is an HBO show. It's really good
no, that one's
and
okay.
addicting.
Yeah, that one's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up how many episodes there are of Gilmore Girls. Yeah, because I don't know if it's like quite as silly as
I think that just might be.
There's 7 seasons, Dave.
That's a lot. That's
21 episodes in season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is like you're going to put a part of your life.
Hundreds of episodes.
Yeah, you're going to put so that's when we're not going to go fucking crazy with that.
No, if we're like in jail, we can like do that.
Right.
We have a lot of time. Yeah.
That's right. That's for when we go to solitary.
Exactly.
You know, like that keeps us going.
Screaming between the walls. Yeah.
That's right. We're howling it between the walls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a big one. I don't know about that. Air Bud, how many movies are there? Let's take a look at it.
That's a hard question, because there's Air Bud, there's Space Buddies, there's the Buddies.
There's like, so when there's more than one Air Bud?
There's spin-offs, so it's hard to...
There's 5 in the original series.
Yes, there's...
That seems...
Well, 1, 2, 3... There's 6.
There's
there's a new one coming.
Oh.
They're rebooting it.
Well, I mean...
there's Air... Yeah, you're right. There's 5 right now, but then there's the Air Buddies. It's like a dream logic where they went from Air Bud to Air Buddies, and then they went from... They did...
2 Christmas
Air Buddies,
movies.
Show Buddies, Space Buddies, Santa Bunnies, which spun them off into the search for Santa Paws and Santa Paws 2.
Sure.
The Santa Pups, which I think are their own it's like literally puppies within puppies.
This is
because the Air Buddies were puppies to begin with, and then there's more puppies, I assume, tucked within that.
This is the golden goose for somebody, right?
Robert Vince, the guy who directed all of this shit.
He directed all of them?
All of the Air Buddies he directed, and all the Santa Paws.
Wow.
But he didn't originate it.
The original 5 is also in the right era. Like 97 to 2003. That's a pretty good era for movies to be in that are silly now.
I think we have to do the Air Buds.
Yeah.
I think we absolutely
Golden Receiver, World
He
Pup,
switches sports.
Dave.
He's like Michael Jordan. He like switches up. Yeah.
It's going to be even funnier because of how little you care about sports and how much I do care. So getting the sports wrong will be amazing.
Basketball to football to soccer.
Yep.
Let's see. And to baseball.
And then Spike's back is probably football again.
No, it's volleyball.
Oh my God.
They're running out of
sports.
It is. They should have done like Olympic stuff. They should have done wrestling. And
it's all around the Fram family.
Yeah. A family that, I'm going to say this without having watched any of these, should go to jail.
Bold first take, but I mean, I probably won't disagree.
And I can't wait to learn that Air Bud, as far as I know, is just a dog too. Like, I think it's just a dog people are just forcing to do sports, who are just running around like, I'm having fun. Like, the dog doesn't know what's going on. It doesn't know it's playing sports.
So this isn't like a Rookie of the Year situation where somebody gets magic powers, where the dog gets magic powers.
I don't think this dog is bestowed a human soul. I don't think so.
Okay.
I've never seen these. This is what we have to watch them for.
This isn't like Homeward Bound where we're getting insight into the dog's point of view.
I don't think so.
From voiceover.
I think the dog might as well be a boulder. I think it's that. I think it's just that it's a bunch of humans working themselves up around this dog.
So that gives us permission at any moment to imagine what the dog is thinking. That's like the best thing about this idea is that at any point in time, we get to be like, now what was the dog actually thinking when this happened?
There's no way the dog is aware of sports.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Like, I've read at least some articles about what Jane Goodall did, and I don't think any of the chimpanzees that she monitored could conceive of a sport. No. I don't see that. So I don't know why we would think a golden retriever could.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
And the dog keeps having puppies, so it's just fucking left and right.
Yeah, I mean, that's the real touchdown for that dog.
It's just a fuck machine that rolls around a ball, and people are just like, yeah, let's put sports around it. That's it.
It's going to give us so many opportunities to talk about how films are made. Yeah. Just like, what did they have to do to get a dog to do this? That's a pretty thrilling conversation. I love that. How are you feeling about these zombies movies? Are you excited that we've done this? Or are you like, I wish these were better or worse?
I already saw the first one. I was excited to watch this one for the first time.
Yeah.
I've already seen the third one. I knew there was enough to talk about. I think we're not going to get Twilight, obviously. But I am excited.
Too much to hope for.
Yeah, I am excited about all of this, I think. I mean, I'm always excited to talk about these fucking movies.
I know.
And so, like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good so far. At the halfway point, I'm feeling good.
At the midpoint, we're feeling great.
I don't think these are going to break me, For one, they're 90 minutes. So, like, Twilight was like, we're going to make fucking epics. And it was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it was pretty rough in the middle of the fifth one when they did a 30-minute battle. That was a lot of battle.
That didn't matter. That was imaginary. An imaginary fucking battle.
That's hard. That's a hard one to put on you. I would say also they're not bad enough that they make you angry or exhausted like Blood Rain did.
Yes.
Blood Rain, the second one and the third one were disheartening. Like watching it was disheartening.
When they're boring, when you're like, fuck.
Come on. God, get on with this. I know Dave's going to make it funny. I'm going to have a funny time with it, but come on.
These, they lose my attention every now and then, but generally speaking, there's enough going on.
They go fast enough that you can't get
again,
too
90 minutes.
upset. Yeah. They really do kind of, you do get pretty excited about it. I find actually, for whatever reason, when I take notes about these particular movies, it's actually kind of hard for me to know what the note was about, which was not a problem with any of these other movies.
Right.
And I don't know what that is.
I try to write every now and then. I do this with other things too because we watch a lot of movies.
Right.
I'll do it where I'll put a note that just says this is happening now, and so like to trigger my head when I'm going through the notes and go
this is what I was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I always do shit like that, or where I'll just say this character's motivation is this. Because especially when it's like a bad movie where it's like you get to a point where you're like, wait, what did that person want again? I'll take notes for me watching the movie.
That's brutal.
Like that I can look at later while watching the movie and go like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I understand. How long does it take you to watch one of these movies? I know you said 90 minutes. How long does it take to get through it? Because I'm doing about 3.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I pause every now and then.
Pause, writing.
This one, I've gotten better at this, but it depends on what I'm watching and what I'm looking for, right? Yeah. But I found this one, the pausing is when you start writing a note for me, and then I can multitask and I go fuck, pause. I have to write what's going on there too, where it's like compounding notes, where I stop and go. But if someone says something batshit and then they cut into a song, I'm like, okay, I can write that note real quick. Well,
I'm always concerned I'm going to miss something incredible, like the premise of the sandwich he's eating or something. You know what I mean? There's so many of those things.
You caught that, yeah.
That sandwich. Just like, what is the idea?
I can, and I know that you're going to catch what you can, right?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
like,
It'll be fine. I'm only bringing this up.
I've literally taken screen grabs before and put them in my notes.
Have you really?
Yeah, when I want to describe what I'm seeing, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to like remember this wrong, so I'm just gonna
screen grab
what the character looks like, so I can describe them in real time.
That's so
good. So I'm having to write it all down. Yeah,
we're real professionals about this thing that is not real.
Yes,
that we're not
pros.
doing. That is a lot of work.
We're pros, baby.
That is a lot of work.
This is work. We're at work.
I know we are.
Yeah,
but it's still joyful. You know?
Of course it's
still
joyful.
Having a good time. There's no chance I'll ever watch these again. Like, there's a chance I'll watch Twilight.
When I watched the first zombie. Oh no! When I watched the first Zombies, I knew I was like, I'm gonna watch this with Adam.
Yeah, of course.
Twilight,
yeah.
I might on a movie night throw these on because they're short.
No, you won't. Why
I'll probably
would you
do High School Musical before I do
that
these.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
that's because that's a good time for everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's nothing happens in High School Musical. Like, you don't need to understand anything.
Yeah.
And they have yet to do somebody walks into a bathroom and just magically doesn't see the person in the bathroom with them. That kind of shit.
That yet.
That's
it's
what
amazing.
we need. We need that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. The people who are making this are too good at their jobs.
Yeah, they're very competent on a base level. Yeah, which I'm frustrated. I wish they were less competent.
Me too.
You know?
Me too.
Like
that's a problem.
The worst thing that's happened is the touchdown at the end of the first game didn't happen because of how football works.
Right.
Like that was pretty great.
That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, but
I'd say the script is doing a lot of good work.
Yeah.
In terms of it being batshit.
Yeah, it's well, especially like anytime they're like this writer and director believes you don't know anything. I have to be really overt about it. So anytime there's a major shift, it just gets explained in a scene that's barely a scene between probably Zed and Addison. Like, they explain it to you.
Right.
You know, which is like not the worst offense, but it's very funny.
Yeah.
You know, like
they're efficient. Like I said, they know how to structure a screenplay, the halfway point, first act, third
the beats
act.
Are there.
Like, they know what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. The all is lost moment was actually kind of good.
Yeah.
It's silly, but it was kind of good, right? It's like, they blew up the factory and Addison got laughed at, and that's what we needed.
It's just that the first act beat is completely unrelated to the final. Like, they know to set stuff up. They tell us about the factory and stuff, but the conflict in the first act has nothing to do with the conflict in the third act.
Right.
Nor does it have anything to do with the conflict at the midpoint.
Right.
It's like,
we're not rooting for a hero to grow.
Right.
Like that's not really a thing here.
Yeah, the characters are just like paintballs whipping around, splattering everywhere.
From plot point to plot point, which is kind of the mark of a movie that's not deep or interesting enough.
Right.
You know?
And that probably has a lot of masters. People like, got to do this, got to do that.
Yeah. Especially
got to have romance, you know?
On a thing like this, I was surprised how much budget they put into it.
Yeah.
You know, like they seemed pretty committed to it on this version.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I imagine their budget goes up and then it suddenly drops down for 4. Like, you know, it's probably them going like, yeah, we can afford to make these at a certain rate as long as we don't go over that. Again, it's the 90 minutes where they're like, 90 minutes, that's it. That's all we need. We don't even need 90 minutes. It could be an hour 20.
So, like, another criteria we haven't considered is adaptations of bad books.
That would be interesting, yeah.
Well, because the first 2 of these that we did that's part of what made them great. Is that like, hey, these were books and the books were insane. And that's part of why they made such amazing movies. Because for whatever reason, the authors managed to keep a hold of the creative control of those things.
Right. There's some ones where
funny.
I'm like, I'm so sad there isn't 5 Artemis Fowls, you know?
Yes.
Because Artemis Fowls is a real fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Like the Percy Jacksons. I think there's just 2 of those.
Yeah, not enough.
Yeah, that's that. A lot of them are like, that's a shame. You know, like I wish we had. I don't know how many golden compasses are there.
I don't know. I've never seen a golden compass.
I haven't either.
Let's see, golden.
I don't
compass.
even know if it's that bad. You know.
Well, there's one in 2007.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. We have to find. We have to find the right, like the Maze Runners we could do, but the Maze Runners they're not bad enough.
Those and
I've
Diversion, it seems like we're not that
we could do them.
We're not that interested in them though.
I mean, Guy Virgin is right there.
Yeah.
So like, But like the Maze Runner. I'm trying to think of a pun.
Nothing gets us as happy as Airbuds. Nothing.
I think Airbuds is obviously.
It makes yeah. That's like a home
I think
run.
that's got to be it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a gift from the heavens if ever there was
one. A lot
one.
of direct to DVD type things from the 90s seems about right, you know?
Yeah.
There's other Homeward Bounds, but there's not enough, and the first one's good.
Like if they had made more than one of the Safe Houses with Patrick Stewart, that would be in your. There you go, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm trying to look and say like, what do we got? There's the Babysitters Club movies. I remember those as a kid because my sister watched them. There's a lot of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen films. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never seen those.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to say Alvin and the Chipmunks is another contender.
There's a Barbie franchise before Barbie.
Okay.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, I think, is a good one.
Yeah. Yep. I love that half of our podcast is just figuring out what the next podcast is going to be.
I know.
That's our favorite thing to do.
Shout it out, people.
Yeah, that's our favorite thing.
But it is sort of like, it's, I would say like stuff for kids is fun.
So, there's a franchise called After.
No.
So, okay, After is a series of teenage romantic dramas that are adapted from novels that were originally One Direction fan fiction, posted onto Wattpad. The first one is 2019.
Wattpad?
I don't know. I don't know. The first entry is 2019's After, and then
I'm looking at these. What the fuck am I looking at?
I think The Kissing Booth and Tall Girl are both part of this franchise.
Are you shitting me? The Tall Girl?
I think so.
So I'm seeing here after we collided, after we fell, after ever happy, Jesus Christ, and then after everything.
So maybe I got him wrong from this. Okay, the article made that. Oh, I misread the article. I'm sorry. That's a lot of afters, man.
What the fuck is After? I've never heard of this.
Dude, I think we might have found something here.
Film.
I think we might have found something here, Dave. I think we might have hit gold again.
They've made a lot of money.
They made one every year until 2023.
I've never heard of these. I've never heard of these.
After we collided.
18% on Rotten Tomatoes for the first one.
For the first one.
Yeah, for the first After.
Yeah, I think we got something here, Dave.
Yeah.
I think we got something. There's guides to how to watch them.
Oh, fuck.
That's exciting. Needing a guide to watch a film franchise is...
I think we'll have to do After. Boys.
Yeah.
Af Bros.
Laughter.
We'll figure it out. Laughter. Palster. Manster.
Yeah. Yep.
Mafster.
Yep. Palfter is pretty bad. And not a thing.
I think Palfter is my favorite.
Palfter.
It's just adding pal before it. It's a real lazy bullshit.
It's as lazy as Guylight. Guylight's the laziest thing you and I have ever done. Like in our entire professional careers. You've never named a thing with less care than Guylight. Never. Even the sequels, you cared more. You're like, no, I want to keep it in the zone. But Guylight was the laziest shit we've ever come up with in our life.
Guylight. Well, we're guys.
Yeah.
Well, it's Guylight. Guylight it.
Remember I had categories? We didn't use them at all. We had categories.
We had categories?
Yeah, we had segments in the first episode of Guylight, and we were like, why did I do that? Like, we don't need any of that shit.
Yeah, we don't need any of that.
Yeah, After. I think we're on to something, man.
I think so too.
Yeah, Harry Styles is a character in one of these.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chumter.
Yep.
Palfter
is
I think Palfter
really
is the winner.
something, man. really something. Yeah, let us know in the comments if Palfter is a thing that you'd be interested in consuming. Because, that
they
could
don't
really
have a choice.
Oh yeah, but I like to know when somebody's like, "Oh my God, you did it." You know what I mean? Like,
you cracked it.
We got that instantly with 50 Shades of Guy.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
That was a fucking slam dunk.
If there's ever been
patting ourselves on the back here, but a
more intellectually offensive premise than 50 Shades of Guy, I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah, that series of movies is like the sandwich in this movie. Like, what is the story?
Yeah.
What's happening?
That fucking mess. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I know it. When's your next podcast? Like 10 seconds?
Yeah, actually. I gotta do
Okay,
it.
well, we could call it, Dave. We didn't need to just hang out on mic.
No, it's fine.
I mean, no, this is, I enjoy this. Yeah.
I'm not cutting any of this out. Are you
why
fucking
would
kidding
you?
me?
No.
Do you want to plug stuff? You want to plug anything?
No. Have we ever cut anything out of our podcast, you and I?
No.
We've never cut 1 second.
No, you get every last drop.
We don't do any work.
We squeeze the sponge, baby. We squeeze that sponge for you.
Don't want to plug anything. No, I want to bury this on the internet someday. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I might have children. What if they find this? I'm terrified that my fiance's family will find this series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
because like
they're gonna bunch you out of there like you're a zombie.
That's right. That's right. They're gonna put me in a strap that, like, makes me comatose or something. Anyway, yeah, they know about stuff like one-upsmanship and like that's fairly safe. But if they found Twilight, I don't know
it's all over.
I don't know what would happen.
No,
that'd be pretty bad.
Go to jail. We'd go to jail. Both of us.
That's right. Where we could finally do Guy More Gills.
Ho, ho, ho.